Girls will hit me up like, hey, like, we're gonna hang out. I'm like, I don't even know you. And like, yeah, we've been talking for 6 months. I'm like, girl, I'm like,
Damn.
hell no, like, I don't even know who you are. At one location, I sold 8,000 tacos for $1 each, no limit.
¿Cuántas novias tienes ahorita? Dicen.
Tómala.
And there's a second follow-up question to that one.
Al dueño de podcast, nomás que es luz verde y se arma.
Cierro.
Well, welcome to FFC episode 8, where we have one of the most famous and notorious guests we have in the city of Los Angeles here, Eric from Mariscos4VIENTOS. Welcome.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys.
And I actually have a co-host today, my boy Fredo. So shout out Fredo.
Fredo.
Preséntase, por favor, Fredo.
Mi nombre es Alfredo. Cuando necesiten valet parking, detailing, ahí estamos.
Pero hoy va a estar en el podcast.
Estamos en el parque,
Part-time.
¿verdad?
But no, thank you, Eric, for coming today. I know a lot of you guys that don't know him. I know there's a lot of people that do know you. That's the thing.
A couple.
And that's right. And him and his family, they have Mariscos4VIENTOS, which I know a lot of you guys, if you're here in LA, you've heard of those places. You've been there, you've ate there, you've had great service there, and better thing than ever, you get a chance to see the homie Eric there. So he's be whipping it in the back, no, huh?
No, you pull up and if you go inside, you'll see me in the kitchen.
That's,
Uniform, apron, hat, just killing it in there.
busquen la barba nomás, busquen la barba. But no, it's a pleasure to have you here today. I know, this channel specializes in doing three things, right? The whole goal of what we're doing here today is to make sure we educate you guys on, what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. And not only just kind of the background or the theory that you may learn in school, but from people that are actually doing it, right? So the whole goal is to bring out guests, bring out people, whether they're client of ours or just friends or people we meet in Mambo Grill, you never know. Just people that are doing it, that are making it happen so that we can have examples here for you guys to be able to duplicate at home, whether you want to start a restaurant business in this case, or you want to start Mariscos place, or for a lot of you guys who have seen our previous episodes, whether you're a grupo starting in LA or you just want to succeed in doing something, right? There's going to be people coming on here to educate you the business side of things, life principles, things to do, not to do. And then, of course, we'll tie in our whole business consulting side of things to make sure you guys are set up properly and reduce all the liability that comes with owning a business. But we're going to make it entertaining today, man. We have no agenda today. So we just have a good time.
No filter.
I know how we met was pretty interesting. So I know we just bumped into each other at Mambo Grill. So for those, who do know the Mambo Grill in Downey, it's a pretty known spot, pretty fun. I think you're there pretty often too, if I'm not mistaken.
Before COVID, I was there every Friday.
Friday, huh?
Every
For
Friday,
Ibarra, no?
Ibarra Norteño, shout out to my boys. We have
Saludos.
my first corrido with them, El de Cuatro Vientos, that's out on YouTube, been out for like 2-3 years now. And I started going there because of them. I started going there, I was like probably barely 21 when I started going out there. And I met a lot of people there. Same thing, like I met you there. I met a lot of people that helped me out a lot, influenced me, motivated me, or helped me in some type of way. Right there at Mambo Grill.
Yeah, Mambo Grill it's a local spot to meet everybody, I guess. and tell the people a little bit about your guys' business, because I know there's probably a lot of people who have never ate mariscos at your guys' spots, but I know you guys, every time I drive by, there's lines. Every time I look on social media, it's full of people. And so you guys have a thriving marisco business. You guys have, 3 locations now? 4?
Right now, in total, there's 5.
5
There's
locations
5
now.
locations.
That's awesome.
There's number 1, which is, it's because in order it doesn't make sense. So the way we opened them, the first one that opened was obviously back in like 1989. My dad started this, a little carreta, a little cart. From the story is that he took off the wheels off his bike and put them on the cart. And that's how you push it. And he sold in the apartments right there on A Street, in the Winerwood apartments. I think that's what they're called.
Okay.
And they were orange, now they're gray. But everybody knew them as the orange apartments.
Yeah.
So then he started selling there. He started selling there since 1989.
What was his thing to sell? Was it tacos dorados? What was it?
At that time, it was the tostadas, because obviously his little cart, he didn't have the fryer, he didn't have all that stuff. So he started with the tostadas and cocteles.
Wow. Okay.
And he used to send, from what I know, he sent his brother in a bike to go deliver to apartments or to people that were nearby and stuff. So he started getting known and stuff. And then later, my mom moved into the apartments, and then she went to go buy, and she met my dad there. So my mom has been with my dad through thick and thin since it started.
That's sick.
So it starts with the little carreta, and then obviously there's a lot of downfalls. The weather, the health department, you can't be selling, they throw away your shit, as you may know, you've seen in some videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And so my mom and him like, oh, you know what, who cares? Lonchera. Let's push it. Let's try to do something good. Lonchera comes around 2003, 2004, I think. And then the tacos come in. People like tacos. People like all the food. 'Cause my dad, he's a really good cook. He has that touch. That's the thing about him. And I don't think I have that touch. I think that...
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to learn, but it's hard, honestly, because people that have that touch to cook, the sazon, they're gifted. Because my dad will watch you make something and he'll tell you, no, more salt, no, less, no, put this, no, put that. He won't even try it, or he'll just be telling you off the back of his head. You try that shit, bomb.
Yeah.
He just has it. It's natural to him. And
Sounds like Mexican moms, man.
yeah, like
Same
obviously
thing.
everybody says, "Oh, my mom is the best cook," because their moms know how to cook. My mom cooks really good too, but my dad, oh no, my dad's something else. So then,
chef.
so then the restaurant comes around, and then same thing, couple problems pop up here and there, and then a restaurant comes up, which is right now it's number 3. That's the one that's closed that we're remodeling. I don't know if you saw that on Instagram. I posted up the remodel.
It's gonna look really nice.
And people didn't know about that. People were like, why does it close? What's going on? I never posted about it, never talked about it because it was going to be a surprise. But then COVID hit and it got hauled back. It's been 2 years since we're trying to do that, trying to open up again. But obviously everything fell back, whatever. But it's okay. We're going to just keep a positive attitude and just keep pushing, working through it and stuff. Yeah. So then when he opened up that restaurant, they told them, like, you're not going to hit. Everybody in that corner fails. There's been 5 restaurants in the past 5 years. They all failed. They went broke. And my dad's like, watch me. Watch me. Next thing you know, boom, it hit. Across the street, it used to be Entrepreneurial Colima. They filmed a lot of movies there, a lot of... that. You look up that spot on Google, all movies, a lot of... It has history. That spot has history, right? Entrepreneurial Colima. And they have a couple other spots. So then the guy saw my dad and he told him, you know what, you're doing good, Mariscos, you know what, just take a shot. So when we got that, he got that spot and it came with the beer permit. So it's like really...
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's a lifesaver.
Not easy, but it was like...
Yeah, that's
like,
a big jump.
Big jump, you know, because to get an alcohol license, in LA, especially in LA, it's a mission.
And a lot of time it takes.
Hard. Yeah. So then that opened up and then pasaron time and then we didn't fit. It was already crowded. We were super busy. So then he opened up which is number 1 now, where the truck is at. So then that opened up and that's where we make everything.
What streets are these all in? That way people that are watching at home, they want to try out the stuff.
Mariscos4VIENTOS number 1 is on Olympic and Evergreen.
Okay.
3000 East Olympic Boulevard. So there's a restaurant and a truck in front of each other. Both packed as fuck. That restaurant is closed because I'm remodeling it also. Yeah. So that should open hopefully October, couple months, 2 months. Yeah. Hopefully open that back up for dining and everything again.
Stay tuned.
So then that's number 1 and number 2. The lonchera is number 2, como quien dice.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is the first one that opened, the one that's closed right now for remodeling. Number 4 is Lorena, the one that has alcohol, because that's the only one that has alcohol. Micheladas and just beer.
No cafe?
No, oh, you know what? I sell tea and coffee, like jasmine tea and coffee. I do. Jeez. And it sells a lot.
Here at the FFC Studios, we love our coffees.
You'd be surprised how many people go in there and be like, let me get a tostada ceviche with a coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's what you want. Yeah. That's what you like. But then we'll do that for you, you know?
Yeah.
So that opened up and that's where we stood at. And then by that time I was already working a lot. I was going to college. And then I saw opportunity to open up downtown, which is number 5. So my mom calls me like, hey, there's a restaurant. And then she'd come see it, see what you think. So we pull up after class. I see it. I saw it. I already knew. I was like, yes. I didn't even go inside. I just said yes. She's like, how do you know? I'm like, because I know. So then we talked to the guy. We signed the lease. He gives me like 3 months to open. It's cool. And then I get backtracked again with the permits, with this, with that. Because opening the restaurant, it's hard. You know, they get to go through a lot of procedures.
For somebody that's new watching this, that's never opened a restaurant, what is that process like if somebody wants to open a restaurant?
The permits, as far as like the regular permits, like the seller's permit, the city license, all that stuff is pretty straightforward. You just got to go information and stuff like that. But then to get like the blueprints, to get approved by the health department, they don't like this, they don't like that. But then you need it because obviously that's how you work. That's how your business functions. So you have to kind of accommodate to them and kind of make it seem meet in the middle so that they could see that what you're doing is right and is safe for you to sell your product.
Oh, okay.
So it could
you
be
have to get like an architect to come
and draw out everything, and then they have to submit it, and then you have to wait for them to approve it. And they don't like it, then you have to change it or move it. And then all that matters like the space. Like this can't be too close to this. This can't touch this, and the little stuff you got to work. Depending on the type of business you have, of course.
Got it.
For me, it had to be like that. I try to make that restaurant similar to the other ones because we know how we work. Fryer, and then fridge, and then to go or whatever. Your setup that varies on what you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
You know? And then what was easier for me that restaurant was a Subway before.
Okay.
So in my head, I'm like, they have a cool table. The cool table at a Subway, they're huge. Like that's already set. I'm good right there. I had a walk-in cooler and a freezer already built in. I'm like, I'm good. The only problem I did face was the exhaust fan. So that's where it kind of like, it took me a while. So when we signed the lease to get that restaurant, it took me 8 months. So I paid rent for 8 months. Damn, trying to open that up. So okay, so that was 2019, June 2019. Fast forward, everything's ready. Grand opening, the flyers, the promotion, everything starts. I'm excited. We're ready. I opened up March 5th. We throw a big event. We didn't have 2020, March 5th, 2020. So I signed the contract June 2019. Jesus. And it took me that long to open. So when I did open March 5th, I'm all happy. Everyone's excited. It's going crazy. We have a...
And then everybody knows what happens after that.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Because March 12th hit, and I was so depressed. Like, honestly, I cried, bro. Yeah. It was sad. It was sad when they're like, hey, you have to close everything. You have to do this. You have to do that. I'm like, I just opened. Like, I lost so much money already. Like, I have families to feed, especially that my employees, obviously, they have to work. They have families. They depend on this, you know? So then March 12th hits, and everything just goes downhill.
Yeah. There's so much uncertainty.
And that's Cuaresma. So for Marisqueros, Cuaresma, which is Lent, people don't eat meat. People that are Catholic, what do they eat? Seafood. So then that's my March, usually February, March, April, I kill it. Every Marisquero, every lonchera, everyone says Mariscos, they kill it. That's the best time of the year, always.
So if you're looking to start a business in that Marisco industry, start first of the year.
Before Cuaresma, January. Start setting up January, promo, everything, and start killing it on February. Wow. So then that happens. We're chilling. Cuaresma's hitting, so I'm like, okay, it's okay. We could work with it. And it starts raining. And I remember it rained because I remember all this shit. I don't forget this.
I think it rained like for almost a week, no?
Yeah, it was thunderstorms, flooded. I would go to the restaurant. I'm like, how many customers have we had? They're like 2. I'm like, it's 3 p.m. Like, yeah. I'm like, damn. And then my mom and dad were like, oh, are you going to close? Or what are you going to do? Like, you just paying rent, all this shit. And obviously it's not working. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna hold it. It's okay. I'll take my L right now. I'll hold on to it and it's okay. But I know that it's gonna do good. I know it. I just felt it. I knew it. So I trusted my gut and I kept working through it. And little by little, after the storm, look, the sun comes out. And then that's when jump on it again. With the same motivation, same plan, just keep going, you know? That's the thing. You can't, shit goes better for you. You can't just be like, oh, that's it. No, like obviously, you have to have downs. It's not always gonna be uphill. It's not. I mean, not uphill, but it's not always gonna be good. You're gonna have to face some struggles. You're gonna have to, and then you learn from them.
Yeah.
Like when I did the restaurant, there's something so stupid. My soda fridge, the way it opens to the left, and my cashier's like to the right. So like you kind of have to turn the awkward position to open up the fridge and get the soda. So that's something so little I didn't even notice. And now for a future restaurant, I have to see how the fridge opens or wait doors open somewhere because all of that matters at a restaurant. Because you're in a rush in the food rush, you know, during lunch hour and stuff. Quick, everything fast, and then you have to like turn around and open the fridge a certain way. Which all of that stuff matters, but you learn from it, and it makes you a better person. It makes you a better business person, and you learn from that. You know, so it's okay to mess up. It's okay. You're gonna mess up once, twice. It's okay, but as long as you use that to your advantage, and next project, next this, next that, I have that written down. That's gonna be taken care of first.
Yeah, no, that's one of the important things. Unfortunately, not everybody learns. That's the problem. Sometimes people go through things, or they either grow through things, and it's good to see. Obviously, you have been learning a lot from all your mistakes or all the little things that matter in a business, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened after that? I know over the last year and a half, things just took off, huh?
So after that, Uber came into place. Uber Eats. Uber was contacting me. 19 sales reps from Uber tried calling me to get me to work with them. And I'll turn them down. I was like, no, I don't want to work. I don't want to work with you guys. I'm doing good. I don't need you guys right now. Like, we're okay. And then they sent out...
How does the partnership with Uber work? Why is that?
I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
So the 20th rep, they're like, no, we want him. Like, so they call the best person they have that takes care of this kind of stuff. So they send this, her name is Serena. Shout out
Super
to Serena.
salesman.
No, she's top. She's up there in Uber. Like she's up there for a reason.
Yeah.
Because this is a crazy story. So 100% true. Everything I promise. Everything 100%. There's
Oh,
receipts. There's receipts and everything. Because some of it's not gonna make sense. You know, like how or why.
Uber, we apologize for this message.
So then one day my sister calls me. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm at the other restaurant." She's like, "I need you to come to downtown." I was like, "For what?" She's like, "Just come." I'm like, "You got a gift?" I was like, "What the gift?" Like whatever. So then I go to the restaurant and there's an envelope. I open it and it's like a Hallmark card, like the little gift cards. And then it has the Cuatro Vientos logo in the front. And then you open it. And you know how, I don't even know, but you can record messages
Yeah.
and put a little speaker.
Yeah.
So when you open the card, the corrido started playing. My corrido, El de Cuatro Vientos, started playing. So I'm like, what the hell? And then the card says something like, "Hey, my name is Serena. I work for Uber. They sent me to talk to you because we want to work with you. We really want to work with you because people are asking for you like nonstop. So then they're sending me to talk to you. I fly out next week. I'll be there these days. Let me know what works for you. I got green light to take you to any restaurant you want. Everything paid for." So I'm like, "De aquí soy." I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay.
You just search on Yelp $5 signs.
Yeah, I'm
Where's
like-
the added the $5 sign?
So then I'm like, all right. I'm like, you hooked me. You got me.
We can talk, we
Yeah,
can talk.
we could talk. I'll give you 5 minutes. And then I call her. And then when I call her, she answers. She's like, "I knew you were gonna call." I was like, "Shut up before I hung up on you right now."
Yeah.
So then she's like, "Okay, I'm going next week. Like, what's good?" I'm like, "All right, let's go eat." She's like, "I already booked 5 restaurants. Just pick one." I was like, "What did you book?" Javier's, Mastros, Martin's, STK, and Ocean Prime. I was like, "Why'd you book those?" She's like, "Because we know you like that." I'm like, "How do you know I like that?" "Because we have a team that investigates you because you're a business person, and we have to find out what you like, what you don't like. I know you have a sister. I know you have your mom name's tatted on your arm. I know this, I know that." I'm like, "Dang, you guys are stalkers. I'm gonna go private."
FBI.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go private. That's scary. So then she ends up flying out.
Yeah.
We go to Fleming's and I start ordering all the expensive shit.
Yeah.
Bring me the expensive, the tomahawk, bring me all the sides, the caviar, 1942 shots. She's like, "It's cool, go to whatever you want." I got green light. I was like, "All right." And she did get green light. She paid that day. And I didn't
How much
sign-
was that bill? How much was that bill?
Like almost 2,000? Just 2 people?
Thank you, Uber, for sponsoring that event. huh?
Uber Eats.
Hey, if you want to sponsor Familia Farias Consulting, we also, we don't make food, but we'll make
We'll make something happen.
we'll make something happen. Yeah, that's sick.
So that happened, and I didn't sign that day. Not because I didn't want to. I knew I was gonna sign, but I was just being hard-headed, being annoying.
You're like, let me get another free dinner.
Yeah, I'm like, "Can we go to Mariscos tomorrow for breakfast?"
Yeah, right.
She's like, "No, I have another restaurant to go to, whatever." So then the next day I signed. It became a big thing. Uber, they got. I mean, if I made money, imagine how much money they made.
Yeah,
Like if I'm making good money with Uber, imagine how much they're making just off people downloading the app.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
they make their ad space and a bunch of other money, but
So then
damn.
time went by and I started doing good on Uber. So then they started like for the Super Bowl, I think the following year, I came out on the credits. She told me, "Check the Super Bowl after when it ends. You're gonna come out," and they said, "El Cuatro Vientos, Pues Cuatro Vientos, whatever, Uber Eats." I came out and that was crazy.
That's sick.
And people noticed that people that were watching the Super Bowl, they saw and they were tagging me like, "Oh, you came on and stuff." But that's some like it was a good partnership.
That's
you know?
next level right there.
Yeah, I mean, who could say he came out on some credits on the Super Bowl?
Well, yeah.
So then that happened, and then DoorDash comes and Postmates. Now everybody wants to Grubhub. Everybody wants to work. And I'm like, okay, well, let's work. Let's talk it out. But then they're being greedy. No hate or nothing, but they're kind of being greedy and stuff about it. But
They
then,
wanted to take you to Applebee's instead of
Yeah,
fucking
huh?
Fleming's, huh?
so then I was like, nah, we're good. But then we ended up signing DoorDash because DoorDash, we came to an agreement. And then Uber said, no, we want you and you only. So they're out, or how are we going to do this? So then we came to another agreement, which I can't talk about. But now I'm signed to Uber Eats.
Okay.
We're official partners.
Yeah. Well, that means cheers. I mean, cafecito, cheers.
Cafecito.
Yeah, to that partnership. That must have been a good partnership.
Yeah. So that was pretty good. It was pretty interesting. And it has its up and downs. Uber is really hard to work with. If you're a restaurant, it's hard, but
What makes it hard?
it's because there's some stuff that's out of your control. Look, at the restaurant, we pack everything. I pack everything. I put in the bag nicely, set, close the bag, tie it. We send it out. The order's ready. The Uber comes in. "Hey, I'm picking a pickle for Nicole." "Okay, is that one?" That fool grabs it, walking out, swinging the bag and shit. Like,
Yeah.
swinging the bag all over the place. So then he gets in the car and then throws the bag in the car and just takes off. So that's one thing that obviously I don't know if you order Uber Eats and your food shows up like all mixed all over the place.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's because of that. Because some Uber just grab it and just take off with it and just make a mess with it. You know, obviously they're not eating it. They don't care. Some Uber, not everybody, but some drivers, all they care about is getting the food, delivering it, getting their money, getting a tip, and that's it. That's what they care about. Like other people that are careful and gentle with it. Because, for example, my tostadas, you have a tostada.
You have all the stuff.
You top it, right? You camarón, pulpo, aguacate, so it's all nicely formed. So why?
I can imagine when it gets there, tostadas just
chilaquiles and shit like that, pinche revuelta, like, you know. And then
Un picadillo.
the sad part is that then they clown, you know. They post a picture like, this is what I ordered and this is what I got.
Oh no.
So you see, that's where it gets bad, and I'll get a 1 star for that, which is out of my reach, you know.
Yeah.
So that's one at least for me that I face that, because obviously my food has presentation.
Yeah.
The guys have to set up the plate, set up this a certain way.
Is there a way to like take a picture antes de mandar la food out? Hey,
We could do that, and we've done that before for other customers that
así se mira, compa.
así se va ahorita, así te va a llegar.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's some companies, since we're in downtown, Cuatro Vientos number 5 is in downtown, Olympic and Central. It's a lot of businesses or downtown office people that order food.
People on bikes.
Yeah, okay, so that's
right?
another issue.
Yeah.
Someone will order like $300 worth of food, which obviously we put in a box, everything sealed, everything. The food pulls up in a bike, wants to put it in the basket.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a box like this big.
Yeah.
And he wants to take it in the bike. No, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, van with the box.
Yeah.
And we tried canceling it, but they get mad, they get offended and stuff. So I mean, out of our reach again.
Yeah.
What could you do about that? So we try explaining to people. Obviously, something happens. Hey, you know what? On your next order, we got you. We'll take care of you or something. But it's just stuff that you have to deal with. You stuff out of your reach, and then that's what I learned. That's one of my problems that I used to have. I used to get mad over stuff I can't control. And you're not supposed to do that, because obviously it's out of your reach. You can't do anything about it. So just, ni modo, it is what it is, and that's it. Just move on with it, or just try to make it better, or just don't bang yourself so much over something that's out of your reach.
Yeah.
Too
many people do that. No?
Why are you gonna break your head over it if it's nothing you could have done about it? Especially when you told somebody, oh, you know, like you try to help them out, compensate and whatever, and then sometimes they understand, and sometimes they just they don't.
You get the Karens.
Yeah. Oh, those are my favorite.
Have you gotten a few of those at the restaurant?
Yeah, here and there. The people complain about the weirdest and the dumbest stuff sometimes, and they just like, I just try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I give them by their side. Like they say, customers always right. So just to keep them happy, make them come back. Obviously, try to help them out. But then if you see that it's like irrelevant, they're just doing it. Like they'll be like, "Oh, there's a hair in my food. What color is the hair? Blonde." And I look at my chef and he's bald. I'm like, okay, it's not his. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, the lady next to you, she's blonde.
Yeah.
The hair is hers. And then my restaurants are in open space. There's wind. I don't have window. Two of my restaurants don't have windows, don't have anything. So there's wind coming in. Everything's open. Está todo abierto.
Yeah.
So obviously, you see
is there a reason for that, or?
The restaurants are just like that. And then something that comes back is that a los cuatro vientos, which means winds from north, south, east, west. That's why it was called cuatro vientos, because the wind would hit from every direction.
Oh, man.
Starting from the carreta, when he used to be under a tree. So the wind de todos lados, that's why it's cuatro vientos. That's how the name came to be, because people are always, why cuatro vientos, why? So that's why, because of the wind.
It's going to blow you away with the food
With
there.
the food right there.
That's sick. No, that's crazy. And how, I mean, for somebody, right, let's say, you know, in my case, I've always seen, so I have a lot of clients that are, you know, Mariscos places that are restaurants and stuff like that. And for people watching at home that have maybe looked into getting into a restaurant business like that, what are some maybe first steps that you recommend for somebody to look at before even jumping in? Because I feel a lot of people, it's good to jump in, right? But also it's not good to jump in blind.
The problem is not starting it.
Yeah.
The problem is maintaining it. So first problem I see now, from my new location, which is gonna come up soon, location.
Okay. You
have to see what's around you, what businesses are around you, what restaurants, freeways, parking. Parking number 2. Parking is big. My parking probably fits 12 cars. I have an hour waiting list every Friday through Sunday. I have 1 stars on Yelp saying 1 star. Why? There was no parking, so I left somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I get 1 star because of that. which is, I mean, I'll take it.
I think you need some valet parking.
I know. Hey.
Have just valet
Aquí
parking.
estamos, dijo. Estamos.
We'll work on that right now.
Yeah. Hay que ponerle 5 stars ahí está.
We'll come back up right now. But see, that's an issue. Parking is the issue because obviously, sometimes you go to a restaurant, there's no parking. You have to park far away. You have to walk.
That's true.
You know, that's at multiple locations wherever you go. So location and parking are very critical. Very critical. And I learned that because I lost a lot of clients because there's no parking. Also, for me now, it's like the size of the restaurant. I work with 15 tables at a time. 15 tables. So it's really hard to try to get everybody in. We get everybody in, but then, people don't want to leave. People are still drinking, are still eating, keep ordering more and more food and stuff. So then we try to, how the whole COVID stuff, you only got 1 hour and a half and stuff like that. But who likes to get rushed while eating?
Yeah. Who likes to be the one freaking kicking people out? Huh?
Yeah, that's bad, because especially when it's customers that, that you've seen them for years, or the regulars. Dude, I have regulars. I remember, I'm 24 right now. When I was 15, being a waiter, there's this guy. I still remember, I forgot his name. I never asked for his name, but he'd always go to number 1 and he ordered the same thing. Un taco de camarón ensenada, una de aguachile, un cóctel, y un agua mineral. He would go 3 times a week.
Love those clients, man. Those loyal clients.
To number 1. And I'd always see him there. So then obviously number 1 closed, COVID hit, everything. There was new clients coming in, new faces, new stuff. And then there was some coming back, some return clients. Then recently, I want to say like a month ago, I saw him at number 4, where I'm at, on Lorena, where the beer's at. And I saw him sitting down eating, and I told my cashier, number 13 got un taco de camarón, un agua mineral, el cóctel, y la aguachile verde. And he put a lot of pepper on it. Asked the waitress. And the cashier asked the waitress, she's like, yeah, how does he know? I was like, because I know him. He's been coming here for like 10 years, ordering the same thing. And now he goes twice a week now to Lorena. But I mean, what does that say though?
Yeah, loyal customers means good food, good service.
Good food, good service.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my guys at work. I'm like, look, first, cleanliness. You guys have to be clean, organized, presentable. Sometimes the guys will pull up with the shirt all wrinkled, all full of Clorox.
Llegan después del malecón, se bañan en los hoteles. En los hoteles, ahí al lado del potrero, back in the day, vámonos.
And then, I'm like, hey, you can't come to work like this because people see us and people are recording. Nowadays, everybody's recording, taking pictures. Next thing you know, you're on TikTok all burned out and shit, making fun of you. So I said to the guys, you guys got to be careful the way you guys do stuff because everybody's watching, everybody's recording, taking pictures. The way you guys make food, I'm like, and I tell the guys, when you guys do the food, do it nice because people are going to take a picture and post it, I'm eating Cuatro Vientos. And then I see they tag the Cuatro Vientos page and I look at it and there's a tostada like, all fucking revuelta, all thrown out. I'm like, who did that? Where'd you go get that? And like, I went to the lunchera, I went to this. I tell the guys, hey guys, does this look okay to you guys? Presentable? Oh no. Okay, well then, make it nice. Make it nice for the picture. Like, make it nice for the picture. Let them fuck it up after. Because sometimes people they'll go buy food and then they'll add everything to it and they'll mix it up and it's all like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But that's how they eat it. And then they'll tag us and they'll be like, what is that? I'm like, I don't know. Like the customer did all of that.
Yeah.
Let's bother with it,
Yeah.
But cleanliness, number 1, and then the food. I always tell the guys the food. You guys got to make the food as if you were gonna eat it. That's why I cook the way I cook as if I was gonna eat it, and that's another problem because yo soy bien salado. I love salt and lemon, so I put salt and lemon on everything, like extra salt.
Yeah.
So sometimes if I make something for me, it's bomb, and I make it for you, be like this. She's salty as salty, like it's nasty, Like,
me va a dar colesterol.
Un pinche vaso de agua or something,
Every meal you give us, make sure there's an agua next to it.
So that's a problem that I face cooking. Yeah. When I learned how to cook, my dad taught me how to cook, and I learned it, and it took me a while. It was kind of hard, but it was worth it because now I love cooking at work. I don't like cooking at home.
Oh, okay.
It's different cooking at work because the high flame and I have everything right there.
Yeah. You
and
don't
at home, my mom fixed up the house where it's like, I don't know where shit's at. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna bother looking for stuff. So I only cook at work.
Ya ves, Alfredo. Solo
at work.
Work.
Don't pull up to my house. You're like, hey, make me something. Hell no. Go to the restaurant.
Vámonos para allá. That's funny.
Only to go.
That's a misconception, right? That a lot of people that work in the restaurants or chefs, they probably be chefing it up at home all the time, but se enfada uno, no?
And that's another question I get a lot. Like, do you eat seafood every day? And I want to say, I work every day, Monday through Sunday. I don't know, say like probably 5 to 6 times I'll eat at the restaurant. One, because it's healthy. Seafood it's always healthy.
What's your favorite plate? What do you have more times a week than anything else?
Probably the ceviche de camarón.
Okay, a little extra salt.
Extra salt, extra lemon, extra chile. And I'm not supposed to be eating chile because of past stuff. But the ceviche is always good. It's fresh. It's made daily. That's why people love us. Even at my restaurant in Lorena that I sell beer, I'm 80% food. 20% alcohol. People like to go to other restaurants and get drunk, and which is cool. I mean, But my vision, my goal is food. That's what I specialize. That's what I do. My micheladas are okay. Some people don't like them. Some people do. I have a customer that goes every Friday, drinks like 15 of them. So
he loves them.
He loves them. They're pretty good. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But everybody has their own taste buds, what they like, what they don't like. Which is, and then one thing about me, I learned to accept criticism. You have to learn how to accept it because obviously not everybody doesn't like what you do, and it's okay for people to not like what you do.
How do you deal with it? Because I'm sure it's not easy to have somebody come at you and be like, "Dude, this is trash. Who cooked this?" And tú ahí estás, making the food,
chingándole, shit, bien crudo.
Yeah. How do you accept criticism? Because I think that's very important. We're not like, even in our business. We're like, I tell people, like, we're not the cheapest. We're not the I guess, we're not going to be making everybody happy always.
Oh, yeah.
But we do good value for our money. And how do you take that criticism?
Honestly, I just let it like slip off. Because I'm like, the way I see it is, one person didn't like it, 100 did. So it's okay. And I tell them, oh, you know what? Try something else. I'm like, I'll make you something personally. I'll make it for you. I'll go and you could come and watch me and I'll make it for you. So that way you can see that maybe you don't like this. Maybe it wasn't what you were feeling for. Maybe it's not what you expected it to be.
If you say that, you're going to have a lot of people saying, I didn't like it, but let me watch you cook.
Everybody in the kitchen right there in the back. No, but obviously, like, a lot of comments I see is like, oh, it's hype. Like, what's hype though? Like the tacos, the sauce, the environment. Like, what's the hype about it? Because everything's fresh, everything's good. No es por nada, but everything's fresh, everything's good. And then I know some of my food that, okay, put it this way. I used to sell burgers before COVID. I used to sell hamburgers. I used to prep the meat
at the restaurant. At the
restaurant. I used to prep the meat. I used to prep the meat there.
Yeah.
We used to make it.
When's the burger coming back?
It's coming back.
All right.
And then look, some of my high school friends, when I was in high school, they used to go to the restaurant just for the burgers. I had customers that would go eat, a family of 4 people, a mom, a dad, 2 kids, and they would go eat burgers. And I'll see them and I'll be like, how? Why? Like these burgers are amazing. And for a Mariscos restaurant to sell you 60 burgers a day, that's, I mean, I don't know if you guys know any Mariscos restaurant that's could sell probably 60. I'm talking about a double cheeseburger. Something simple.
Who sell burgers in general.
Something simple. I'm talking about the meat, bun, cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, mustard, mayo, and ketchup, and that's it. And a side of French fries. That's it. Yeah. And they will sell. And then that was another problem. They'll take up the whole stove, the patties and the bread, and now the fish tacos have 2 tortillas. So me salían 5 burgers y me salían 10 tacos. That's 20 tortillas on the grill. That's, I'm gonna do the math right now because I'm kind of lit.
Yeah. Too much coffee. You've been staying up too late.
What is it, 70s or what?
Straight from Colombia coffee.
You know what's crazy? 70s, you know 70s coffee? They got signed to Uber. And the owner, his daughter's a fan of my tacos.
Well, whenever y'all want to come out to the podcast, feel free to reach out to FFC and Instagram. Sponsored here by
Mariscos4VIENTOS. She said that the daughter is fan of my shrimp tacos. Because the girl that signed them, the same girl that signed me. So they sent her out to sign him because he didn't want to sign either.
Oh, shit.
So that's how it came out to be.
Good.
And she said, oh, I just signed 4 Vientos. And the guy's like, oh my God, my daughter loves that place. Like, the tacos are good. I'm like, hey, what's all of that? I'll get some coffee and get some tacos,
do a little partnership.
Yeah, we'll work on something. I love 70s coffee. To me, is my favorite coffee. I don't know why. It has the energy. It tastes good. And that's
which one do you get?
So normally I get a large house coffee, extra sweet, extra sea cream. And then just mix it before you put the straw in. So the sea cream, like it's like a whipped cream they make. Let it mix with the coffee. And it's sweet and strong. And you'll be up. And you'll be good.
Making a lot of people get their mouth watery, bro. But if they're watching this at night, ya valió madre. They're gonna go out for a coffee right now.
They have other stuff. They have teas, and they have other boba. They sell boba, aloe vera, and like other stuff you can add to their drinks. And it's pretty good. Honestly.
Fredo, we're going after this, Fredo, or what?
Vámonos.
To say second part to the podcast.
Yeah.
Say stay awake.
Seven leaves.
Mínimo.
I'm afraid of that, man. When you say stay awake, I'm afraid of that.
Why?
A lot of, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the crowd at home watching this, you know, they see a lot of things online. You know, they see a lot of those late night videos. I think you post more from 8 to 9 p.m. through 4 in the morning than 4 in the morning to 8 p.m.
And I'm not posting at 4 because no one's awake. Or I'll still be posting if I knew people were awake at 4 in the morning watching my stuff, I'll still be posting. You know?
Oh man, how important? I mean, you've obviously built a brand, right? There's a lot of people that recognize you everywhere you go.
Yeah,
I know when I met you. I mean, to keep the story short, but you know, you had a really nice jacket on. We connected, and then people,
you had a nice jacket on.
People. This man had a nice jacket, and people. You know, we were chatting it up, and then I don't know where people would pull you over here, de un lado, and then from another side, and then I would just see a lot of coffees get thrown at you from different people. But you've built a brand, man. That's pretty cool. It's not easy.
It's part of it. You know, there's a lot of upsides, a lot of good sides to it, and a lot of downfalls to it of being known or being people recognizing your stuff. Like on the good side, you get a lot of support, a lot of people backing you up, and you get a lot of haters. You get people that don't like you just because people don't like you just because it's you. You know, they see you doing good, but they're like, no, we don't want him to do good. It's okay if someone else does good, but we don't want him certainly to do good, which is kind of weird in some people because honestly, I have a lot of friends that have a lot of more stuff than me.
Yeah.
And I see it with motivation. I'm like, damn, I want a SVJ. I want a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
I want a house in the hills. So I see them as motivation. And then I don't know why, but some people see me and they're like, oh, fuck him. Or nah, not him. Or don't support him. Or they build fake pages. Like right now, there's like 4 catfishes of me.
Sheesh.
And
on what platforms?
On Tinder, on Chispa, there's 2 Snapchats, and I think 3 Instagrams of me.
Para los enamorados.
Para
los enamorados.
No, and it's crazy because girls
You're giving out false hope, man. Come on.
Girls will hit me up like, hey, like, we're gonna hang out. I'm like, I don't even know you. And like, yeah, we've been talking for 6 months. I'm like, girl, I'm like,
damn.
Hell no. Like, I don't even know who you are.
Let's not let La Leona see this one.
Hey, but you know what? The guy's doing good though, because he's convincing them. Like, there's some girls that hit me up like, oh, I'm in love with you. I'm like, I don't even know who you are, you know?
Yeah, at the club. Hey, we were supposed to go out yesterday. What happened?
Yeah, and I'm like,
madre.
I never seen you in my life. Like, I'm sorry, but they're catfishing you. And then they take it out on me like it's my fault. Like, what do you want me to, like, how do I have
Está rompiendo corazones, pues, compa.
If you're, I'm not on Tinder, I'm not on Chispa, I'm not on any dating site.
Ya valió madre.
If you think you're talking to me on any dating site, you're not. You're talking to, I don't know who the fuck.
Ya valió madre.
So you gotta be careful with that.
We apologize, ladies. We'll make sure, Mariscos, you get a free taco if you come and show him that you've been talking to him on Chispa or any of these apps
Chispa,
for at least a week or more. You get a free taco. Huh?
Free taco and free chatar Jamaica.
Ooh, shit! I've been talking to you too, bro. Hey, that's what chata involved.
Someone give him a taco.
That's right. No, maybe some more cafecito, porfa. Si hay ahí poquito más
refill.
café. Que, you know, it's been a long day. I need to just stay up a little bit longer, you know?
It's been a long day. So trip out. The tacos.
Delicious.
The times I've done them for $1. The first time I did them, I put a limit of 5 per person. They didn't like it. They're like, oh, why you put a limit? I'm like, okay, then we won't do a limit, but I don't want you guys telling me about the wait times. So they're like, oh, we don't care about the wait times. We just want no limit. Yeah. All right. 6 months later, I'm like, Taco Tuesday again. Let's do it. Started promoting it. No limit this time.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
How was that day?
At one location, I sold 8,000 tacos. For $1 each. No limit.
Jesus.
So
Estaban al 100 los fryers.
The waiting time was hectic. People were mad, but I told you guys. You guys wanted no limit. Someone would pull up, let me get 100. Okay. And then you'll pull, let me get 100. And then let me get 100. And then the fryers the fryers are backed up.
And then I show up, hey, can I get
3 tacos? Yeah, exactly. Next thing you know,
3 hours later.
Yeah. So that's a problem. I told people on Instagram, like, hey, it's because you guys gotta help me out too. Like,
no se pasan de lanza.
Yeah.
Aunque sea, déjenme un tip.
But it's not even that, but it's just trying to get everybody, because people will be like, I'm on my lunch break. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, this food just ordered 300 tacos. Like, what can I do about it, you know? So then when I did the second anniversary in downtown, I put the tacos again for $1.
Yeah.
I put no limit again because that's what people wanted. I asked them, what do you guys want? They said no limit. All right, we're going to do no limit again. There was a 2.5 hour wait. The line of the restaurant it wrapped around the restaurant and went down to the parking, and they went back down like half a block down Central.
How do you even prepare for a day like that? Do you just since you open, you already have like 50 tacos ready to kind of go, or
no, I had other restaurants making tacos for that restaurant because I only did it in one restaurant. So and then I already knew people were gonna be with me at the other restaurant. The other restaurants were gonna be busy, but not as busy because everybody wanted the $1 tacos. So I called the other restaurants. I'm like, I need you guys to be just making tacos. Just keep making them and sending them, making them and sending them. So I had my driver going back and forth every 10 minutes, bringing tacos.
Circling up.
And then some guys would walk in and be like, hey, what do you guys sell? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, like, I just saw a big line and I got in line. I'm like, how long did you wait?
I thought it was they're meeting a rapper or something.
Yeah, I'm like, how long did you wait? They're like, an hour and a half. I was like, so you waited an hour and a half for something you don't know? I was like, yeah, I just saw a line, so I just waited it with them. I'm like, okay. I'm like, we saw shrimp tacos. How much? I'm like, normally they're $2.50. I'm like, how much are they? I'm like, they're $1. Let me get 100. I'm like, oh,
su madre.
There you go. I'm like, and then we're back to square one where we're back there trying to get everything.
Hey, doña, if you wanted 2 tacos, se va a tener que esperar.
Yeah, and then I tell people that like it comes with that sacrifice where you have to wait. I mean, honestly, that's the whole point too.
That's quality, right? Everywhere you go, quality takes time.
But it's because, like, this is the way I see it. You know, other restaurants, they do a Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. Who wants to go to a Taco Tuesday every Tuesday? And then, like, it's like, what's the point?
It gets boring.
Exactly.
I like Thursdays. Okay. Every Thursday. I like that one.
The clubs.
Okay. I like the 2-for-1 bottles. Like, get there before 10:30 and get 2 bottles for one.
Boy, I don't know what he's talking about at all. So you must be talking about water. But okay.
Yeah. So it'd be like that. Some people will win, some people will be mad. But I mean, I try to come at everybody. That's one thing about me. On Instagram, on social media with the business, I try to be like, people hit me up, and I always reply to Instagram messages. They hit me up like, hey, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I'll fix it. I'll talk to them. Oh, thank you for replying. Oh, yeah, like, we're here for you guys. Obviously, you guys don't like something. We'll try to make the best of it, try to make it work, try to accommodate. If it's the same reporting issue, then we'll take care of it, obviously, because we care about what you guys have to say about us. Yeah. We wouldn't be who we are thanks to everybody that supports, everybody that hits me up, everybody that reposts this. Everybody that goes every day, everybody during COVID that supported us. Because honestly, COVID, it was a big downfall for a lot of people, a lot of businesses. It was really, really bad. And then thank God, I stood up. I kept grinding, I kept going, and people keep showing support. I did like 3 interviews with Univision, Telemundo. That were pulled up like, you're one of the few spots that's still open. Like, why didn't you close like everybody else? I mean, no, because we got to work. Dude.
Yeah.
Before COVID, I had 100 families to feed.
Yeah.
Over 100 employees before COVID. So I'm like, it's not just me. I'm like, all these people, they have kids, they have grandkids, they want to work, they need all of this. So it's not just me and my family that need all this. It's people that are behind me, supporting, helping me.
Yeah.
Because thanks to a lot of the employees that I have, and they're not just employees, they're family to me. I've gotten to where I am.
Saludos a todos los empleados.
Todos los empleados del Cuatro Vientos, saludos.
Cafecito for you guys. Whenever you guys want to come by to the FFC office, you're all welcome. Y les damos un cafecito.
One of the guys right now, when I left with the food, he's like, hey, ¿en qué canal vas a salir para aprenderlo?
No, pues, algún día llegaremos ahí, pero
el
YouTube. El YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube Studio, por favor.
And some of the guys were really excited for it. And then I got some messages on Instagram like, hey, when does it air? When's it coming out? I'm like, honestly, like, I don't know. We're going to film. And then, I'll announce when stuff comes up. But some people are really excited just to know a little bit more about the background and stuff.
Yeah. What day are we in today? We're on
Wednesday.
Hopefully by Friday. Friday en la tarde.
They had something to do on the weekend. Stay home. Everybody stay home this weekend.
En la tarde ahí, Friday, antes de salir a allá encontrarte al compa, pues, se ponen a ver el podcast y aprenden algo.
Poquito de todo.
That's right. ¿Cómo es, Fredo? ¿Comida está buena o qué?
Delicioso, viejo.
Yeah, no, pues, qué bueno. And now, I mean, you guys have 5 locations operating y todo.
Thank
4
God.
right now, and the 5th one's getting renovated.
So I'll tell you guys a little about the plan. So the plan is to in October opened up number 1 for dining. So because people have their favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
And we sell the same thing in every restaurant.
That's true. That's true.
And we make the same thing the same way every restaurant, but people like a certain restaurant. So then people...
For everybody watching this, comment below which is your favorite Mariscos place.
Because people be like, oh, I like number 1, which is where the lonchera's at.
Yeah.
People be like, I like the lonchera. I don't go anywhere else besides the lonchera. Because people like standing and eating. And I like standing and eating too. I'll go to lonchera and I like to stand there and eat. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something...
It's an experience.
Yeah. Just being there. So that's number 2. Number 3 was closed and getting remodeled. And number 4 is we have beer. Number 5 is downtown. So the plan is to open up number 1 for dining. So everybody that missed that place, they come back. We're going to do a grand reopening.
¿Para cuándo?
We're pushing for October. Probably for my birthday. Around my birthday, we'll do something.
A ver, diles el birthday aquí a la gente que no sabe. That way, para saber dónde mandar los regalitos.
Ahí para October 8th. It's on a Saturday. So hopefully
Saturday this year, huh?
Saturday, yeah.
Sheesh.
So hopefully by that time, I want to have it open. That way, I want to do something with everybody that's there and stuff. You know, have a little something nice for everybody that's pulling up, showing support and stuff.
Put on your calendars.
October 8th. Before October 8th, that's the plan to open up for dining again. So that's number 1. Number 3, the one that's getting remodeled. That one has like a 7-month project. Some people saw it on Instagram when I posted the video, and a lot of people liked it. A lot of people gave me good feedback about it.
Looks modern.
They're excited.
Very modern.
The point was like a modern palapa. You know, like in Mexico, you go to a restaurant, it's una palapa. But obviously over here, we're going to try to make it like a little modern, more sophisticated, more easier to access, more in and out quick, a lo que vas. I set up another bar so that people, just 1 or 2 people that want to go eat there and sit quick, a lunch break, boom, and just take off. Yeah. Fix up the dining room, better tables, a better kitchen, more how do you say it? More equipped kitchen to work faster. Yeah. To get everything out quick and have people going in and out. So number 3 probably won't open till summer. I'm pushing to summer 2023. Let's say June. Yep. Okay. So after that, that's where the fun starts. Because that's the only thing holding me back right now. Those 2 spots, trying to get them back up and running and leave them a little bit like settled. But after that,
what does a fun day look like for the Cuatro Vientos?
A fun day?
Fun day. What does that mean? Because there's a lot of people following you online, and I know that you like to have a good time.
A fun day would be probably on a Friday. Wake up early, probably 5 in the morning, go to the gym, get a good workout, go home, get ready, go to work. 9, 10 in the morning, hit the restaurant, work all day. 10 to 6, 10 to 7, 8. And then usually weekends, I see a lot of people, regular faces. Hey, what's up? How's everything? Everybody's like, giving good vibes. The weekend is starting. Everybody's giving me good shit. Everybody's excited, huh? The boys pull up, Starbucks, coffee for my staff, for me. You know, they pull up, hey, what's the move later? What's going on? I'm like, hey, when I get out, like, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out and stuff. Yeah. Go to work, go home, get ready, and then that's where it starts going good. Like, what's up tonight? Yeah, whose birthday is it today? Oh, we got a birthday dinner at 9 at this restaurant, at this bar. All right, let's go. We out. Call a driver. One thing, don't drink and drive, guys. It's not worth it. Don't drink and drive. Get a driver, get an Uber, get a Lyft, whatever, but just don't drink and drive, guys. Because honestly, 1, it's expensive. 2, it's not worth it. Don't put your life in danger. Don't put other people's life in danger. Just don't worry. Don't make that a headache that you have to worry about for the rest of your life. Very true. So then, very true. First phase, the pregame. Dinner, restaurant somewhere. We go to a restaurant, we go to a bar, pre-gaming, whatever. And then, what time we meeting up somewhere else at a club or another bar, or 11, 12. This group was going to be there.
By pregame, let's slow down there. For a lot of the people that don't know, your pregame is probably different than most people's pregame.
It might be.
Describe it a little bit.
What's your pregame like?
My pregame, I don't know if I should say this. I don't think I've ever been asked questions like this, but no, something light. Maybe have like a mix, one mixed drink.
Because my light and his light is way different.
Who's the one in the back there?
That's my boy right there, Chiquis. Shout out to Chiquis. Okay. He says that my pre-games at dinner are like, who gets bottle service at dinner? But
that is true. Very good. You see what I mean? That's pre-game.
But it's part of the show, obviously. Especially if it's a birthday dinner that, like, they say we're celebrating his birthday.
That's true.
Or we're gonna go have dinner anywhere. It doesn't matter. And you know what?
I might just have another birthday next week.
More chance.
No,
Morton's with
Some
the ballet he got us.
That's true.
But it just depends on the occasion. You know what? It depends on the occasion. Because some days we don't pregame. Some days go home, take a little power nap, cargar pilas.
Yeah.
My mom's like, ¿Quieres un pinche Tesla? Okay, you want to cargar pilas? Okay, I'm like, yeah, I gotta rest. You know,
That's right. That's right.
Un famoso coyotito.
get a little 2-hour nap and then get up, change, and then 10, 11 go to the club. But then if we do have to go pregame, we go to dinner early. It doesn't matter where. It's not always about drinking either. It's just conviviendo, being around the people that we love, being around the good vibe and stuff, and then just chilling. And then from there, we just head out. And then,
What's your favorite go-to place here in LA? Favorite bar, favorite restaurant, and favorite club?
Don't do this to me right now.
Favorite club, and they're all watching.
They're gonna watch it. They're gonna watch it.
They're gonna watch this.
But,
What's your favorite go-to to go get a drink?
To go just have a drink and chill?
Yeah,
Javier's.
Which one?
Century City.
Century City.
Shout
Okay.
out to all my people in Century City, Javier's, that they know who we are.
That's right. They've been
know?
watching you there for years.
Yeah.
How about for a nice just dinner?
Dinner? Fleming's.
Fleming's. Okay, what do you get there?
Fleming's, filet, medium rare. If you go under that, like well done, medium well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Well, most of us grew up in a very Latino household with
Well done.
carbon carne asada where you
Bien quemada.
chew and it hurts.
Toda negra.
Your teeth hurts. La neta que sí. That's how I grew up,
my
bro.
my mom and my sister are like that. We go to a steakhouse, let me get a filet. Well done. And I look at my sister, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, what the fuck?
How did you start eating that? Because for me, until like I started, trying out different meats, like a little bit at a time, a little bit more.
You started getting into the more pink
softer,
and more red.
more
yeah?
softer. I'm gonna just say that. But
You know what?
I'm still at the medium well.
Since I can remember,
Yeah.
I've always liked the pink, just pink. Medium rare,
Color pink or just the
the color pink.
Okay.
The color pink.
leave it at that.
It's very juicy.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. But I've always been a pink all the way. I could eat medium rare at certain restaurants. Because some restaurants, their medium rare is like too much, too chewy.
Casi con un vaso
Too
de
chewy.
sangre ahí al lado.
Yeah, like the vaca's going moo.
Yeah, still
That's
moving,
just-
still
that's just
alive.
That's just
Still
alive.
throbbing.
Yeah, so too chewy is like not good for me. It has to be like good chewy, good flavor, a good crust.
Okay.
That matters a lot too. If
Nice little
it's,
sear on it.
yeah.
Okay.
So then, I think I learned from our older friends that I'll see them. I used to get medium well.
Yeah.
And next time I'm getting medium. And then my carne asada, I like it medium well to medium. I don't like it like burnt.
Yeah, you don't like the carbon pieces
No,
all stuck on it?
hell no.
Papá, oye, por favor.
Yeah.
Still
But,
constipated.
I used to see people and everybody. Like, honestly, you go to a restaurant. Let's say you go to a group of 10 people. Most of the people get medium rare, and then there goes that one person well done, and everybody just looks at them like
That's true.
that's
Not
And you see-
anymore. Not anymore.
not anymore.
Hey,
You go medium. We go medium.
medium well.
Yeah,
Su
medium
madre.
rare. Okay, that's good. That's good.
No, medium well. Medium well. No, medium well. No,
Last time we went to Martin's, you got it.
medium well.
We don't well.
You know what depends
That's
a lot
why you're on the
too?
podcast. This guy's out of here.
Is the restaurant, their cuts.
True. Very
the
true.
filet, the chateau. It all depends on what cut you get. The New York strip. Because I feel like, I mean, I'm not an expert in this shit. You're marisquero. Like me, I don't know a lot.
Gordon Ramsay, aquí estamos.
Yeah.
Mexicano version.
18 ounce lobster.
Yeah.
But as far as steak, I think medium is fine. Medium pink all the way though. All the way. Not red, but just pink all the way. Medium, if you haven't tried it, go to a steakhouse and get a... But don't go to Outback or don't go to fucking BJ's.
Applebee's?
Yeah, don't
Come
go.
on. What do you got against Applebee's steak?
No.
2 for $22. Come on.
The special. We're going for my birthday, Cancun, and we end up at Applebee's and shit.
Pues ahí está. It's based on the budget, guys. It's based on the budget.
No, but if you want to get a steak, I recommend medium. Medium all the way, though. It has to be just pink all the way, no red. That way, you don't feel that sensation of, oh, it's red or it's raw. It's whatever, you know. But I think Fleming's has the best steak, in my opinion.
Okay. And they have a pretty good special, too, on Tuesdays.
They do the tomahawk special.
Tomahawk Tuesdays?
From what I've heard of my homies that they've gone on Tuesdays, they get like a tomahawk steak and like
It's
Two,
two
three
sides,
sides?
2 starters, 2 sides, steak, and a dessert
For how much? Like
for
120?
129.
120, you see?
I like deals, bro.
Hey, ¿qué más
I work
quieres?
I work in the financial district. I have my budget every month, and I'm like, I'm gonna get the most out of this damn budget.
Yeah.
But it's a good date night, and Tuesday. I don't know if you're in the same, if you think the same way, but I feel like Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesdays, they treat you the best at any restaurant.
Why do you think I'm always drunk on Monday?
Oh boy, that's when they give you extra shots, huh?
That's where.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no me gusta salir.
Double.
Thursday, maybe yeah, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nah.
Usually me on Mondays. So
Yeah.
when I do get free, Mondays is drunk shopping day.
Drunk shopping day, huh? Sheesh.
Because
How many people have gotten free stuff those days? I feel like he'll be the shopping spree.
Look, right there, raise his hand.
Hey, you get a shirt. You get a shirt. You get a shirt. Let's go.
No. and
Mexican
then
Oprah.
It'd be like that because we'll be like, I'll hit up the guys like, hey, let's go to brunch. All right, let's cool. We'll meet up around 12. We'll go to a regular spot, something downtown, something simple. Or we'll go to Javier's, have a couple drinks. Shots, a bottle. 2 hours later, fucking lit.
Yeah.
And then,
And it's just 2:00.
yeah, just 2, 3.
It's just 2:00 on a Monday.
And then let's go shopping. They have free champagne.
You're in Century City.
They have free champagne.
That's true.
Who's
That
gonna
is true.
say no to free
The
champagne?
minute you walk in, sir, try this, sir. Try this.
So they bring that champagne glasses right there sitting down, like just window shopping, just looking around, And then they're like, oh, we'll come back right now, go to the store. Hey, could we get more champagne? Could we get some champagne? Oh, yeah, what do you want? They bring out the
Yeah.
champagne. Next thing you know, we're drunk. Oh, let's go
Mondays,
back again.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays. There's champagne
The,
only.
the
those.
champagne days.
Champagne,
Mondays,
yeah.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
True.
You gotta take care of yourself and your family. Like, you gotta spoil yourself too. Because once you work so hard, then you spoil yourself, you're like, this is what I worked for. This is why I haven't slept. This is why I went, I skipped my lunch not to eat, to give myself this gustos, this pleasure,
Yeah.
Not everything is just work, killing yourself, breaking your back. Like, you know what? Enjoy that shit. You deserve to enjoy your hard work. Don't forget that. Go out, have fun. Spend on your family, spend on yourself. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I agree with that. For us, like what we teach a lot of our clients is we do budgeting, or we do budgeting exercises because when somebody sets up a corp, they can write off a lot of things. So I say, hey, start. Your life will change not drastically in what you do in it, but how you pay it.
Yeah.
You want to start writing more things off, but I usually tell people like set budgets, right? You don't want to spend what you don't have.
No, you know what? I saw one of your videos where you said do payroll. And I saw that. I'm like, yes, that's true. Do payroll because it benefits you in so many ways. You don't know how many people come up to me like, oh, I want to work. I'm like, all right, cool. I want cash. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No. Everybody's on payroll. Everybody gets a check. Everybody gets paid. The way it is supposed to be. Because that's how business are supposed to be ran, And people don't understand that. Cash is king. Yes, cash is good. You know what's king? Credit.
That is true.
Credit is king, guys. Understand that.
True.
Go take out a car, get a loan. It's okay. Get a high interest rate. But after your first car, once you pay it off, what happens next? You get a good car, low interest rate, and look at you.
Yeah. And most people that are
In this
getting
country, at least.
paid
or
cash,
here.
they need a pay stub.
Yeah.
That's why you want to go on payroll.
Yeah. So I saw that video, and then that's another reason why I'm on here, because a lot of stuff he does, I see it. It will benefit a lot of you guys, a lot of people watching this, because he knows what he's saying. That's coming from somebody that's a business person that's learned the hard way. Because I heard a lot. I've had a lot of downs in that aspect of the payroll, of the dual corporation, LLC, do this, do that, because it benefits in so many ways. So a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people gotta know that there's ways to build a business to where it will benefit you in so many different ways. And then obviously you won't see it one day to another, but later on you'll be like, damn, that's good. I did it this way because it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that. It's a process. You just don't learn that one day to another.
Yeah, I feel like most people come from they come from an employee mindset where they're used to just them getting paid, not ever having to make an investment.
Yeah.
And actually it's funny because I had that conversation probably since I got back from Hawaii on Monday night. From Tuesday to now, I probably had over 100 calls. And I'd say like 80 of them, I had a similar conversation where it's like, okay, people want to set up LLCs. They wanted more information. And for those of you at home, right, there's two main factors that somebody wants to set up a corporation and payroll for. Number one is you and I, we don't have any tax benefits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
As people, as employees in this country, we're kind of the last people in the tax bracket.
Yeah.
And so the tax laws were made by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. Yeah. Straight up. Yeah. And so for you to take advantage of all the tax laws, take advantage of all the tax system, you want to set yourself up properly. You want to set yourself up, maybe set up an LLC so that you can have access to all the write-offs, the expenses. Like I'm sure a lot of the fun things you do, I'm sure a lot of the fun things I do, they are business purposes. They are business.
Everything is business. If my CPA is watching this.
That's right. Everything is done for business. When we go to LV, when we go to all these floors, it's because we have to build our brand and do marketing, right? And I went to Hawaii for my birthday and had meetings over there.
It was a business meeting.
Full-blown business trip. But the whole point is, number one, if you have an LLC, you can write off so many things business-wise, right? And from traveling, your car, your insurance, your employees, your whenever you buy clothes, whenever you do marketing, whenever you're driving the gasoline, there's so many. There's an endless list.
Let's not go that far. The people that use a debit card every day, day-to-day debit card, they deposit their check and they use a debit card every day. Debit card, gas, this, expenses, this, that. Mm-hmm. Open up a credit card. You don't have a credit? It's okay. Put $500 of your money into that credit line. Yep. In a couple of months, they're gonna give you a $500 line of credit. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, a couple of months, $1,000, and it just keeps going and going. And look, now you're wasting money, but you transfer that same money from the debit card that you were paying to your credit card. And what are you doing? You're building credit. You're building relationship.
100%.
That's what the bank wants to see. The bank wants to see relationship. They want to see you working with them. Yep. Next thing you know, you have a credit card for $20,000. And then that's Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. And next thing you know, American Express or any other credit line that wants to reach out to you, Capital One or whatever. But you have a relationship. You have that bond with them. And they offer you. And how benefited is credit cards?
Yeah, no. In this country, it's the best part. When I set up somebody for an LLC, the second thing we set up as we're opening their business account is a business credit card.
Line. Exactly. That's the same thing I was told. I was told that 5 years ago when I opened up my business, the corporation. Yeah. We did the corporation, go to the bank, get a credit line. How much? Go ask for $100,000. Who cares? Just get whatever
they can give you. Yeah.
Just take it. And we'll build from it,
Yeah. And you basically the goal is that you start living your life on that credit card, but you pay it right away. Yeah. You don't pay interest if you pay it right away. If you pay that same month or that next month, you don't pay interest. Yeah. You only pay interest when you keep it on. But if you're already going to buy something, we're going to go to Javier's to have a nice...
When are we going?
We're going to go have a business meeting this week for sure.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, we'll have a business meeting there.
Hey,
well, guess
Chickies,
what?
Write it down. We're going to go to Javier's for a business meeting.
We will use our business credit cards. Yeah. Not only will we write that off, but at the same time, we will build some credit. We pay it off that next week or whenever you're going to pay it off, but slowly you start accumulating credit.
It's a relationship that builds. Yeah. And that benefits you in the long run. That's that's another problem people have. People think that you do something because someone tells you to do it. Yeah. The next day is going to be there. No, not at all. It takes time. It takes time and it takes the relationship for people to trust you. Because obviously the banks, what they want to do is they want to trust you that you're going to pay them. Yeah. Yep.
Everybody still wants to just have that trust,
that trust in somebody else.
And a little credit hack. If you guys are watching this, hopefully it'll benefit you guys. One of the things that I've done, because I can buy a house with one of my credit cards. It's a beautiful time when you get to that point where you're just like, just this one credit card, you can buy a house. Yeah. And the way I've built it up is every 3 months. Not a lot of people know that you can call your bank, request a credit line increase.
Yes.
If you had 20,000, if you had 5,000 on that credit card. Every 3 months, call them and at least double. That's what I do. Yeah. I always for the last 4 years, I just doubled. Hey guys, this is a little script, whatever you want to use. Hey, you know what I'm thinking of? Buying a used car, paying a credit card, or just, I need to make some purchases. Can I get, instead of 5,000 that I have, can I get 10,000? Sometimes they'll approve me right away. Sometimes they won't, but they'll be like, but I'll give you 7,500. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Calendar on 3 months later, I would put a calendar reminder. 3 months later, a week after that, I call.
Call again.
Hey, you know what? Even if I didn't use the card, I'd be like, hey, I need to make another purchase. Can I get from 7,500? Can I get 15,000?
Yeah.
Maybe that time, sure, we got you since you actually have been paying off the card.
Yeah.
Great. Boom. 3 months later, can I get 30,000? Maybe not 30, but we could do 25.
Yeah.
Perfect. And within a year, 2 years, 3 years, that $5,000 credit card can be 100,000, 200,000.
Yeah.
And the whole point is you to have more available credit than what you're using. If you have $1,000 available credit and you're using 500, you're using 50% of your credit, which means your credit score is going to go down.
Yeah. Use 20, right?
20%.
20% or less.
15, 20.
Prefer.
15, 20 is cool.
Right? But if you have 10,000 credit limit and you're using 500, you're only using 5%.
Yeah.
So it looks better and you have more available credit so that as a business owner, you don't depend on other people coming in as an investor and you having to give percentages out. I always teach people, you have credit available and build that credit so that you don't need anybody for your business.
And nowadays the apps, they tell you how much you spent and how much 100%. You make, how much you deposit. So
any bank app tells you that.
They help you with
There's
it, you know?
Experian tells you all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nav, if you're for businesses, go to nav.com, check that out. That's a business building credit. And it's cool because step one, LLC deductions credit, number one. Yeah. Number two, you want to reduce your liability. That's where payroll comes in.
Of course.
I only got into, it's funny, I don't know if you know the story, but I only got into this industry because my dad and my tío got audited by the IRS. So they got audited. They got hit with over $200,000 in fines and penalties. They got the money taken out of their bank accounts. And it was all because they were paying cash to some people and their CPA or their accountant never helped them.
You know why they were doing that? I mean, at least from my experience, it's been because you want to help those people. But like, pay me cash because I can't, or for whatever the reason might be. But then you try to help somebody out. And what happens at the end of the day, it's more expensive for you, it's more headaches for you, and it's more troubleshooting for you. Because as a business person, you have to deal with everything. And them, look, they're out.
Yeah.
It's like if they were never there, and then they're just like, they wouldn't tell you, wow, that's your shit now. That's your problem. And who has to deal with all of that?
Yeah, it's us and the families. That's the problem was that you'll hear a lot of people, and I know a lot of you guys watching at home, you got to watch out who you do business with. Because your CPA, your accountant, your tax guy may not have the best interest or may not be doing the most justice he can. That's what happened to my dad. That's kind of why I was like 12, 13. We used to go to Disney. We used to go to Knott's. We used to go to Pescador every other day and stuff. And life changed drastically after that. And so, that's kind of where we're at here. We've been in the industry for a while now. And our goal has always been to be able to empower other Latinos, and not just Latinos. I have clients.
Everybody, help
African Americans, Jewish, white, everything.
See, that's what I tell people. Like, el sol sale para todos. The sun comes up for everybody. Everybody has the same opportunity. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. Yep. It just depends what we're gonna do with it. And I'll give a brief story about that. I have this friend, and her parents have this Mexican business. They sell food. I'm not gonna get too much into the food because I don't want to put her on the spot because she's one of the few person that does that. Yeah. But she has a good product, like a really good product, bro. That's only sold in Mexico. So I know that if she put a little bit more heart and more time into it, they will blow up and they'll kill it. And I know what I'm telling you. I know what I'm telling you because the food is good, because my dad makes that food. He used to make it just for us at the restaurant, for the employees and stuff like that. But and I told her, I'm like, if you did more social marketing, more media, more business, more interviews, more Instagram, more Twitter, more TikTok, more podcasts, we'll borrow here, I mean, you would kill it because a lot of people are not doing what you do, and you do it good. Your dad does it good because your dad is good at what he does. Yeah. True. And then her excuse is like, he doesn't pay me enough. I'm like, okay, you know why he doesn't pay you enough? Because the business is not doing good enough. But the business could be doing good with you because you're a millennial. You're 23, 24. You know how everything works now. Yeah. I'm like, where are you working right now? She's like, at a restaurant or somewhere. She's working at somewhere. Yeah. She's like, with my work, I could pay my phone, my car, I could pay this. I'm like, all right, that's cool. If you picked up your business, you could buy a brand new car, you could buy a brand new phone, you could get a new location, you get 2 new locations, you get more employees. But you don't want to do it because you don't want to go to the struggle. Yeah. You just don't want to go to the struggle. And it's a struggle. And you don't want to go through it, which is okay. I mean, if you're okay working for somebody else instead of being your own boss, I have to tell people, you want to work for somebody else? By all means, go ahead. Yeah. You choose that shit. But if you
that's why there's a 95%, and then there's that 5%.
Yeah, and then you see people like, I'm pretty sure you know people like, I'm never going to work for somebody Because my friends told me I'm never gonna work for somebody. I'm like, you know what? That's good. You shouldn't work for yourself. Do your brand, do your business, do what you have to do, and take care of it.
Yep.
But then, like someone like her, that her parents are trying to like make it, and her parents that supported her all through college, all through this shit. The least you could do is just give it a chance.
Yeah.
And then that girl didn't give it a chance.
Well, you think,
You
I
know?
mean, you know what? It's funny, but entrepreneurship and that entrepreneurial spirit is not for everybody.
It's not. It's hard.
And
And we need. I need those people to make me my tiramisu.
and sometimes
Yeah.
You need the Starbucks people.
I need the 7 leaves.
Right.
You know, I need somebody to make that coffee for me to strive.
Yeah.
and sometimes you gotta risk it all. Sometimes
You see that people are scared of that.
yeah.
they're not willing to risk everything.
I left. I'm telling you, when my mom looked for me for the restaurant and I saw it, I was in the college. I was almost done. I was
Where'd you
about
go to school?
I went to ELAC.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so first I went to Hollenbeck.
Yeah.
I went to Roosevelt. And then there's some homies that are watching this that they still remember when I used to work. And then they used to be like, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. Like, no, I work in high school.
Yeah.
So my homies like, oh, like, fuck this. fool,
One
fuck
of the
this.
pros and cons of having family business, huh?
That's one of
since
them.
high school,
everybody
there's
want
always-
to be at the parties.
After school,
Yeah.
trabajar, mijo.
the parties, the school dances, all that shit. Everybody wanted to, thank you. Everybody wanted to be on that. And I'm like, oh, I have to work. Like, what do you work? Like, you're 16, 15, 17.
Yeah.
Where are you working? I'm like, I have to. Like,
I'm Latino.
you know, like, we have to.
No option.
Yeah, like,
I sold my first car when I was like 13, bro, at the car
Yeah.
dealership. Like 13.
I had my first car at 17.
17?
Yeah.
I sold that first one at 13, pero pues, that's the only reason that's the only way I got to see my dad. I'd have to go to the dealership, and if I want to spend time with my dad, it'd be him at the dealership, and well.
And the only time I saw my dad was when I go to the club. So I had to go with him
At the club?
at 16.
Oh boy. Tell us more about that one. I'm sure people want to.
So
Oh boy.
So my dad was crazy. You know, my dad was a crazy spirit. And he just told me, oh, after work, get ready, go shower, and then pick me up. Pick him up, and we'll go to Halos Malecon. I was
No está
6
casado.
Not no more.
Okay. Yeah. I figured.
But yeah, so my dad was, I was 16, 17 at the time, driving my dad around. So I wouldn't drink. So I'd be at the club, just watching everything.
They'd let you in.
Taking care of him. Yeah. Why? Because of the brand,
Yeah.
you know?
Está conmigo.
So my dad says, oh, si no entra él, no entro yo. So then obviously what the club want? The club wants money. The club wants all the show. They want all that shit. So we'd be there. I'd be there just watching him sitting down.
What was your first club you went to?
Oh, there's a funny ass picture of me at the first club.
Which
I'll send
one?
it to you. I'll send it to you. Want to post it later? I'll send it to you.
We'll post it up.
That's a good picture. I went to Halos.
Timestamp this.
I went to Halos for the first time. I was 16. I had just a goatee.
8 years ago, huh?
I had a goatee. I was wearing a white polo. And we were at the club. We were at the VIP just chilling.
She describing me, man.
I look like him. No
Oh,
beard.
boy.
No beard. No beard.
Oh,
I look like
boy.
him. I look like him. No beard. So we're chilling at the VIP or whatever. Everybody's chilling. And then everybody's taking pictures with this one girl. I don't know why. So my dad's like, go take a picture with her. And he fucking throws me at her. So then I grab her. I'm like, hey, let's take a picture. So we took a picture. And the Halos photographer got the picture. So he posted it up. I took a screenshot and I had that picture. That picture is really, really funny.
Ahí es cuando les cayó pinche child services y todo.
Yeah. No, you know why? Because you see that picture, you see me, and you're like, no, that's not you.
Yeah.
That's all I get. Like, that's not you.
Pues cambiamos ya con la barba, ¿no?
Yeah.
Se cambia. When I take this out, bro, I'd be looking like 20.
You know what? I never shave. I never shave my
Huh?
beard. I've shaved my beard once in my life to let it grow back out because obviously when you're growing a beard, you grow patches. You know?
Yeah. You gotta-
Tienes pelo de chino. Aquí
Mine's-
chi y aquí no.
mine's
Aquí
was-
chi y aquí no.
Mine was so weird, bro. Mine's only started work. So I worked as a valet during a summer. When I was in college, during one of the summers, I was like, man, screw it, let me work as a valet, drive some nice cars, make some money. I only had a mustache for like the majority of my life till I was like 16. I did Mark, you know, hey? Like his mustache, but nothing else, like plain,
That's it,
bro.
just a mustache?
And as a valet, it was a Rodeo Drive, nice hotel and everything. They're like, hey, hire you, but you need to shave this. I was like, fuck. Difficulties, but we're back and we're better than ever. And we had a wardrobe change as well. So, we just had to, make sure we look as presentable as possible for our guests here. Thank
Obviously.
you again for coming. But
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I know we were just talking about a few things, and we're talking about mustaches and beards. I don't know why, but I know that people want to hear some of your fun stuff, man.
Like what? What do you want to know? Let me know.
I mean, so what does an evening look like for el de los Cuatro Vientos? I mean, I know you have a lot of connects. I know you have a lot of friendships, grupos, and clubs. I know the last question you didn't get a chance to answer was, which is your favorite club to go to? So
It all depends. It all depends on the event. Obviously, that day. One thing about me, I'm all about my friends.
okay,
So I asked them for their opinion. Like, you know what? There's 3 events today. It's Friday. We have this bar. We have this club. And we have this club. This bar has this. This club has this people playing. This other club has this people. What do you guys think? And we'll take a vote. Because I want, obviously, the people around me, I want them to have a good time. Because what's the whole point of me going out, doing whatever I want, and everybody else is just sitting there with their face like, oh, I don't want to be here.
yeah,
I don't like this music. I don't like this guy. I don't like this. I don't like that. So then we take a vote. Or we don't take a vote, then I'll just decide if everybody can get their shit together, I'll be like, oh, you know what? We're going to go to this shit.
yeah.
And we'll make it work there.
So what does it take to get in the friend circle of Mariscos4VIENTOS?
Loyalty.
Tell us more about that.
It's been a ride where people come around or they want to come around and they're like, oh yeah, I could drink, I could this, I could that, but it's not about that. It's more about like what you have to offer, as in friendship wise. You know, are you gonna look out for us? Are you gonna be there for us? Not even at the club scene, but like if you get a text like, hey, how you doing? Like, I need to talk to somebody. Will you be there for one of us? So that's what matters to me. Like when my friends take care of one of each other. So I see that somebody takes one of each other, then oh, you know what? He's good. You know, like he's there independently, and he's there like in the whole scene, the partying scene. That's what I worry about. You know, when one of my friends told me, oh, you know what? You weren't available. Like I wasn't available to be there for them because I'm busy. I'm doing other shit, but this fool took care of me. This fool looked out for me. He heard me out. He was there for me when I needed him.
Yeah.
When I needed a friend.
Yeah.
Anybody in general. And then it's rare when I bring somebody else into the circle. Because I'm very, like, trust is very hard, you know. You could trust somebody and then 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years later, what happens to do you dirty? For their convenience, for their where the fuck it might be. And it's okay.
People change.
People are like that. People are like that. Yeah, people change like the seasons. It's summer, it's winter, they change, which is okay. But then the people that don't change, then those people take care of those. Because those are what they were right. They were right with you through thick and thin. They'll support you when you're down. They'll support you when you're up. And they're still there. They're today supporting you. How you doing? You ate already. You need a coffee. Your people need something.
Those are the day ones, the real ones.
Your family, are they okay? They need something. Let me know. I'm there for them. Like I'm there for you. So those are the people you gotta take care of. You take care of people that take care of you. That's my line. Treat people good. Treat me good, I treat you better. It's that simple. There's no more to it. You show me love, I show you way more love. Obviously, because it's appreciated.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That's a good way to live. I feel like that's a good way to live because I was taught by my mentors, you sow what you reap.
Yeah.
And even in, like, I'm not all spiritual and all that. And I don't know about you, how you feel about all that, but in the Bible it says you reap 10 times, 100 times of what you sow. So if you sow good seeds, you sow good things into people, you're going to reap 100 times that. May not be from them, but you will reap eventually. And so I agree with that 100%. And I hope that people here that are watching this, you know, they hopefully choose to live a life of sowing good seeds into others, because we live in a world where it doesn't matter so much anymore. Like maybe in the 60s and the 50s, back when our parents were coming, it matters more what you knew.
Right now, I think it's crazy. Right now with social media, everything that's going on, like the way you see somebody, their image and stuff, like that's something else right now.
Yep.
You know, that's how you get judged. They see your profile, they see this or that, and what happens? You get judged.
Yep.
You get criticized.
Yep.
Right, off a post, off a story, off something, and what happens? You just get dragged down off something that's not even like how you are.
Yeah.
And some people get portrayed by that, like they're not even like that, but social media just brings them down like that, or brings them up, which is good too. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I know when for me, I went to school and stuff, and like I'm thankful for my education, but it doesn't matter right now so much what you know. It's more of who you know.
Who you know. Oh, that line is good. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
Because thanks to who you know, you get into places.
Yep.
Connection.
You get into connections. And right now, nowadays, 2022, it's who you know. Because thanks to who you know, you build the connection, you build the chemistry, you build the friendship, you build the partnership, you build the business. Thanks to all the social media, all the connection, everything that brings everybody together.
What do you think? What do you think allows you? Because I feel like you're somebody, and you know, when I met you right away as well, I got the same vibes where it's like, it's great having you around. You know, you're an authentic person that won't give BS. You know, you don't need to give BS. You're not fake. You know, and you're good vibes having around. That's why to me, you know, me caíste bien too, and that's why we stayed in touch. And it's funny, we saw each other at like concerts, we saw each other at random places, and you know, me caíste bien, so we stayed in touch and all. But what do you think makes you like that? You know, for a lot of people that are watching this, that want to attract good people in their life, like you have.
You just gotta look at your circle, look at who wants to do better for themselves, and who wants to settle for the less. And then that's where you choose where you want to stay at. Obviously, if you're good settling for less, it's cool. I mean, settle for less. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you live for. It's cool. Stay in that pace. You see somebody else that might drag you to strive for greatness, do more, follow them. Look at them. See what they do, how they do it. So see who they're around with. And then just build the connection around them, and then just keep growing and growing and growing. You know, because we live in a world where it's either you're happy where you want, or you push for more, and that's it. Like it's either you settle for less or you don't.
Yeah.
And it's whatever you choose what you want to do with your own shit. Like I said before, we all have the same 24 hours. Obviously, I have 24 hours in a day. I could choose to go get drunk and fuck up and do all this crazy shit. But I choose to go to work, take care of my shit, and then later when I'm done and I worked and I did my shit, then I go have fun.
That's right.
You know, so you have your same 24 hours. You choose what you want to do.
Everyone does.
Everybody. It's not like if he has 8 hours of a day, he doesn't.
Yeah.
But what you choose to do with it, obviously, people will be like, "Oh, we didn't have the same opportunity." Okay, you didn't have the same opportunity. You didn't grow up with the same opportunity, with the same parents, with the same childhood. But you still had the same time to do what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
So make the best out of it.
Very true.
You know? If school's for you, honestly, if school's for you, do school. Because a lot of people, school is not for everybody. School isn't for me. I didn't like school. I didn't like school, and I wasn't that smart. But I had to strive to work, and I love to work. And I'm not saying quit school to go to work, because everybody's not the same situation. If you're smart and you got it, and you got a chance, you got a scholarship, you got to go to fucking all these crazy schools. Because a lot of my friends,
especially if you have like a technical, if you want to be a doctor, you want to be like an architect.
A lot of my friends from high school that I remember from my second high school, they all went to all these good ass schools. They went to Harvard, Pennsylvania. They did all this crazy shit, and they're doing good right now. But why? Because they wanted to. Because that's what they wanted. But obviously, if you're sitting down just watching everybody else do their shit, and you're just watching them like, oh yeah, fuck this guy, fuck that fool, whatever, like just hating, like you chose to just sit at home and just not do anything.
Yeah.
Like after even COVID, how many different jobs didn't pop out after COVID?
Yeah.
Like after COVID,
business owners.
opportunities.
No.
How many opportunities were there after COVID? How many?
I'll tell you this much. In the last 3 years, my business as a business consultant, opening up new corps, setting up trademarks, setting up just helping people set up and become entrepreneurs, has probably 10 to 20x in the last 3 years. Every year has been like this, because there's hundreds, thousands of new entrepreneurs on a monthly basis. So more and more people are like hustling. They're trying to better their life. And for everybody at home, like I know a lot of you watching this are those people. And so what's the excuse?
I'll give you a good example. I know people, and I'm not going to depth with it because I don't want to throw shade, but I know people that are really close to me and they're really smart. For example, they know how to build computers. And I told them, I'm like, if you build a computer from scratch from the whole desk drive, the whole like color shit, I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Like the whole
everything,
the whole crazy shit.
yeah,
Like you seen some computers that have like this this LED light running through it and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, if you put the computer a day and you charge $1,000 for a computer,
which is cheap as hell.
I told somebody I know, I'm like, how much would you spend on equipment? He's like, $200. I'm like, so you're profiting $800. He's like, yeah. I'm like, let's do it. Let's start a business. I'll start it. I'll put the money up front. We'll do it. And you know what he says? Like, I don't want to. I'm good where I'm at. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm working 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. I'm like, well then, that's what you want to do. Then
it's up to you.
You can only do so much for other people. That's what people gotta understand too. You gotta understand that if you want to help somebody else and you put your part and they don't want to, well then it is what it is, and you gotta learn with it that they don't want to. They like settling for less, which is okay. It's okay if you're okay working 4 hours a day, 6 hours, 6 days a week. If you're okay with that, then you're happy. Then I'm happy for you, as a friend, as whatever, family, whatever. If that's how you're happy, then by all means, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
But me, as I learned all this shit, is like, no, more business. Let's do something else. Let's do something crazy. Let's do a barbershop. Let's do the computer shit. Let's do a different kind of food business. Let's do, like, for example, like, I wouldn't even go that far. The mini pancake business. Hey. How good did that do? How good it
popped.
That shit went. How good the pancake
business
do?
To the little mini pancakes.
Hey,
Mark, hit up some mini pancakes for us right now, man. That shit sounds fire right now.
The mini pancake business, the people that started it, they jumped on it. And why? Because they like, oh, you know what? If we do something like this,
different.
And then other people saw it, and they saw it, and they could have done the same shit, which is okay. Yeah. But just makes different shit to it. Like I thought like instead of mini pancakes, mini donuts with the same toppings, ice cream, all this shit. Like you know, like something different.
I do have somebody who's a client and a friend as well from it's a Mariscos place not too far from Tempo Cantina, where half of it is a Marisco place, and then in the evenings they open a mini pancake place. Yeah. And dude, full day after day after day, they made more in that little pancake place than they made in the whole Marisco place.
But you know why?
It's crazy
because they saw the vision, they saw the how do you say it? Like they wanted more, obviously, and they pushed for more. And what did they get? They got more out of it. It just you wanted to do more. Obviously, it's hard. It's a headache. It's stressful. But if you want it, go get that shit. Push for it.
You only set your own limits.
Yeah, like you stop yourself from doing so much when. Honestly, nowadays, anybody could do anything, bro. Yeah. Like, you want to be a fucking president? Bro. Like, nowadays, right now, social media, everything, you could do anything the fuck you want nowadays.
Yep.
You know? You buy a nice car, you buy a BMW 5 Series. What do? You rent it on Turo.
M3.
No, a 5 Series. 5 Series. You rent out a 5 Series on you buy a brand new 5 Series.
Yeah.
You rent it on Turo.
Yep.
You don't drive that car. You have another car. And just making it's just making money for you.
I just rented when we went to Hawaii. We rented an S Class and we got a Jeep. And bro, that guy from the S Class, he had a GT 500. He had another Mercedes. He had like a brand new Hyundai. He had another. Just every single car, bro, has been making big bucks on Turo and stuff.
But like, why though? Because he wanted it. Because he knew. Because
like he didn't start with money either. He was just like fuck.
Yeah. No, obviously he didn't start from fucking nothing. Like he saw and he learned and he wanted it. So that's the thing that people gotta learn that. If you want something, go for that shit. Yeah. Throw yourself. It's okay. Like throw yourself in the deep waters, and just fucking go from there. Obviously, you might not hit the first time, the second time, but look, you're gonna hit. Because if you got the heart for it, you got the mind for it, and you got your family
the support,
then you could do it. Anything is possible. right now, especially right. All right, like we wouldn't go that far. I saw a post. I saw a post on social media that said, all these kids nowadays, Dior, Burberry, Louis, at school, at a high school, my Abercrombie and my Vans would not put up with that shit. You know, like I went to high school, I was wearing Vans, Hollister.
Bro, my dad would take me to the swap meet and get the $5 shoes.
You know, exactly.
He'll make me feel good by saying, I'm gonna buy you 2 fucking shoes.
2 for 10.
And that would be me feeling good, you know? Pero pinche, then the feet would be like, messed up.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand nowadays. You know, everything's shifted, everything's changed. So, you know what a key is? You gotta adapt to change. Yeah. That's what I tell my parents. Because my parents are very old school. My parents are Mexican. My mom is from Ensenada. My dad is from Jalisco. And 5 years ago, our Instagram page, business page, had 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
I took over it. Right now, thank God, we have like 32,000 followers 5 years later. And it's all grown through friends, through promo, through obviously I paid promotion to other influencers and stuff to come and try it out.
Yeah.
But from 2,000 to 30,000 in 2 years to grow the page like that, and then just to have the continuously support from people saying like, oh yeah, like you guys are doing good or whatever. Like it's crazy, you know? That just shows that anything could be done from one day to another. I have a TikTok post that I did on the Cuatro page. I did a TikTok video. I just started TikTok on Cuatro. I did a cocktail.
What's the page so they can follow it at?
On TikTok, Mariscos4VIENTOS. Just Cuatro on TikTok.
With the number 4.
Yeah. Mariscos, number 4.
Para que lo sigan ahí.
I haven't posted. I haven't been active on it. But I did a video just doing a cocktail. Camarón y pulpo. Simple cocktail. Camarón, pulpo, verdura, tomato juice, ketchup, avocado, lemon, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That video, I think, got like 3 million views.
Shit.
And the comments, you know what the comments?
Como la cachetón.
The comments were people fighting over how to make a cocktail. There are people from Peru saying that they put orange, they put Fanta. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Any attention is good attention.
Yeah, no, obviously. And then the caption said, Estilo Cuatro Vientos. Like, we make it like this. If you make it with fucking raisins and with nuts, tú le echas pinche tierra.
Hey, comment below how you guys make your caldos as well. How you make
it's
everything.
cool. If you fucking put strawberries in your cocktail, bro, I'm all happy for it. I don't care. But we're making it our style, obviously, because but obviously people from over the region started saying, oh, you add this, add that, add that.
I mean, hazme uno con horchata.
But that's what made it viral, though, because everybody started talking shit. Everybody started talking shit, saying all these crazy recipes, all this crazy shit. And people were like, oh, he only put 4 shrimps. The cocktail has like 10, 12. Yeah. More than it's supposed to. And those comments that make me laugh the most were like, oh, yeah, you only put that much for the video. I'm like, no, like, whenever you want, I'll record a video and I'll show you how we serve. Yeah. And we serve what we serve, like, lo que es.
Yeah.
You know?
Makes sense.
My cocktail has a portion, for example, my shrimp cocktail has a portion of 16, 17 shrimps.
Jeez.
For our cocktail.
Go to any
other restaurant. Look, go to any other restaurant tomorrow.
No me muero de hambre otro restaurante.
Go to any other restaurant and record a video. Record a video and record how many shrimps they give you and just one shrimp cocktail. And record that video and tag me. And I'll repost it. I'll be okay with it. But if they put more than 17, oh, hell no.
Sí, le voy a pedir extra shrimp, cabrones. Échale 4.
That's my standard. Obviously, like I tell people, like, you go buy something, we'll give you this. Oh, I want more. Bro, you go anywhere now. I kind of Jack in the Box. Yeah. I want extra buttermilk, 25 cents. Jeez, I don't mind. I'll pay for it. Yeah. It's cool. But then people go to my restaurant and be like, oh, I want extra this. I'm like, hey, it's 10 cents. What the fuck? Why? Yeah. The fuck, why?
That's true.
If y'all need 10 cents, please hit us up. More than happy. Hey, we'll take care of you, please. Just come by here before you go to his restaurant. I'll give you $1.
A box.
Okay, that's para que puedes ordenar 10x of that.
But it just depends on how people are.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you show up, like, let me get 1 taco and let me get 10 sauces, like.
También no te pases de lanza.
Yeah, like, you know, resell them? What the fuck you do with them? Like, no mames, like, trying to put me out of business and shit or what?
No, No,
But
but
also,
yeah.
it's understandable, you know, like if you buy a lot of food, obviously you get a lot
You're gonna
of,
get a lot of yep.
stuff. Any other restaurant's the same way. Like honestly, like, I heard this lady once pull up and we told her like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, and she's like, oh, what are you guys, Olive Garden? Like, no, we're not Olive Garden,
Su
but
madre.
we're working hard and we're trying to do the best for you guys. Like
Yeah.
obviously we don't sell as much as Olive Garden, but we're trying to give you guys the best product, the best service, the best everything.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm gonna give you guys 1 star on Yelp. I'm like, yeah, well, just tag me then, so I could just reply to that shit, you know. Yo, fuck.
Well, yeah. A lot of people are out there looking for trouble.
Always.
And, you know, if you deal with those people, well, you gotta just deal with them.
But I feel like everybody
Like-
deals with that shit.
Well, like you said, no, but like you said earlier, right? If you look at that, the critics are usually the 1 out of 100,
Yeah.
and it's like you can't base your service, your reputation on that one person that's not happy.
And even then, I still try to accommodate to them. I try to make them feel good. I try to like, hey, you know what? Like, you want something else, or you want your money back? No, I don't want shit. I'm gonna post this shit. I'm gonna screenshot and post it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Then just tag me in that shit. So I can repost it and fucking make a meme out of it because I need some new content for
At
my
this
fucking
point,
Instagram
huh?
page.
Damn.
You know, it'd be like that though.
I know. No, compa, pues, I mean, I know we've kind of got into we've been chatting. We could chat all night.
Yeah, we could.
We could chat all night, and then this cafecito's keeping us up.
Yeah.
It's keeping us up.
Shout out to the bartenders for the, is it Bartitas?
Bartistas.
The
Yeah.
Bartistas,
De
el
los
tecito,
siete
El
cafés.
tecito.
Put in your work.
Gracias. You know, you made ours. You put an extra cream on mine. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mark.
More extra sugar?
Extra sugar. Oh, you need the sugar, right? Pero I know we got to the point. Hopefully, we can have some time to answer some questions. Hopefully, that's okay with you.
Okay, let's do
We
it,
had
let's
a
do it.
lot of people reach out actually to say some questions. So,
Okay.
a ver, just in the interest of time, we're gonna go. There's a lot of repeated questions, but we're gonna go through some questions that are pretty good. I guess one of the ones that stand out that a lot of people asked, and I'm gonna shout out, of course, Marie_Lux. Shout out to you. She asked about advice to new business owners. What are some do's and don'ts? Maybe 2 do's and don'ts that you would say, things to do, things not to do as a new business owner in general.
We go back to square one. Location
Location
and parking.
and parking.
Location and parking, because that's critical. Because look, one of my
Those are do's.
Yeah.
Those are things to do. Make sure you
To
have
do,
good
make
location.
sure-
Make sure
yeah,
you have good
obviously.
parking in your business.
because some of my friends have opened new restaurants and there's no parking.
Mm.
They have a good spot, good environment, good everything, but then you have to park 4 or 5 blocks away.
That's a big no-no.
Yeah, so like you don't want somebody like, let's say my boys here pulling up with like 5-6 people, everybody like all dressed nice and shit, and then
Tacones.
somebody come up at an alley and just, you know, like
Vale madre.
y valió verga. No llegan hasta allá.
Yeah.
But obviously location and parking is a big do's. Just make sure you have a good location, good parking. Because I struggle with that. That's why I'm telling you that. Because I've done with that and it's hard to manage that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking notes too. All right. That's good. No, those are good. How about don'ts? Any don'ts?
Don't when opening a new restaurant.
Yep.
Damn, that's hard because I ignore all the don'ts. I just
go for it.
just go for it. I don't
Yeah,
really
just go
care.
for it. Yeah.
Don't let your friends influence you a lot.
Mm.
You know, because I've dealt with it before where you have people that you don't really talk to, you don't really see around, and all of a sudden they want to go eat, they want this, they want that, and they just call you like, hey, I need a table, hey, I need food, I need this.
Damn.
But then you think about like last month I had a promotion, you didn't promote me, you didn't tag me, you didn't do any of this shit. So now
Yeah.
you need me. So just be aware of your surroundings and the people that support you. Because the people that do support you, since day one, they will support you all the way to it ends.
Got it.
So just keep in mind who you keep around.
Got it.
You know?
Okay. No, that's important for sure. And I know actually Alejandro Castillo, _Alejandro Castillo, you asked a pretty good question. He said, what's a phrase or mantra that keeps you going, bro, every day? I know you had a few that you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
but what's something that keeps you going every day?
The same ones we went over through is like treat me good, I treat you better. That's something important to keep in mind. And then just because you had a bad day doesn't mean it's always gonna be bad. So you had one bad day, 2 bad days. I've had 3, 4 bad days in a row.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had a fucking like 4, 5, 6 months
Yeah.
bad in a row. But I still always keep the positive energy.
Yeah.
Always think you're gonna do good. Because obviously, if you're down in yourself, it just makes everything worse.
Yeah.
For people around you, because if people see you down, how do they feel?
Yeah.
Down. But if shit's going bad and people see you happy, you're trying to like make it work, do it good. So what do they be like? Oh, we have a chance.
Yeah.
We have something to look after. Because if he's happy, then obviously shit's going good for us.
Yeah.
Even when shit's going bad. So just always try to keep positive attitude and just keep pushing for more.
I like the first one. Yeah, I like both. But I like the first one. But treat people better in general than they treat you. You treat me good, I treat you better. That's a really good line. And I hope a lot of you guys get that. Because at the end of the day, people will never remember what you told them. People will remember how you made them feel.
You know what? I have an employee, just a little like side note. I have an employee where he's new and I'm telling him how to do stuff.
Yeah.
So then he's not doing it right. So when I tell him, I was like, look, stand right here and just watch me. Watch what I'm going to do. I turn around. I'm doing something. I turn around and he's gone. So then
It'd be like that, bro.
Esto, ponte las pilas, compa.
no, and then I'm like,
Fire,
I'm like,
vámonos.
where the fuck is he? And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's over there. And I go grab him and I bring him back.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what did I tell you? I'm like, stand here and watch me. He's like, okay. I'm like, just don't do anything. Just stand here and watch me.
Yeah.
I turn around. I start doing it. I turn around and he's gone again. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, just please, just. And he tells me like, oh, it's because I don't like not doing anything. I was like, no, but I'm teaching you.
Yeah.
Just watch me. What I'm gonna do? Like, relax. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you because you're gonna learn from me. Like some of the guys have learned a lot of stuff from me, and they do that stuff that I see them do that I used to do when I was 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
So then, and they're good at what they do because I taught them and I showed them how to do what they do. But there's some guys that like, you gotta really like pull their ears and like drag them and shit, you know, like tell them like,
Pinche coscorrón ahí.
putazos, you know, like stay here and don't fucking move and just stand right here, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Pues compas, estás viendo este pinche podcast.
al
Por favor, ponte las
verga,
pilas.
por favor.
compa, I don't remember his name.
Y cuando el compa Eric te está diciendo algo, nomás dile,
Que sí.
cálmate, pa. Cálmate, pa.
Relaja,
Cálmate, pa.
You know what's crazy? That same guy, he burned me a couple weeks ago. He burned my hand.
Oh, no.
He burned my hand because we were working and then, so we're working. He works on the fryer.
Yeah.
So he does the tonsils and the fryer with the tacos and everything.
Yeah.
So he left to the walk-in cooler. And then in my walk-in cooler, there's one door and there's 2 doors. So I opened the second door.
Yeah.
And I told him, hey, hand me this. I need this. He's like, all right, grab it. So then a waitress called me and I turn around and then he tells me, grab it. So I grab it, but I'm looking at the girl. So when I grab it, he hands me the tonsils, like the oil side, the one
No.
And so I grab it and I turn around and then I feel like the hot shit. So I fucking let it go and
no.
I let it go and I start tripping out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? And he's like, oh, I don't know what happened. I'm like, you give me the tonsils, like the oil side, you know, like.
Muriéndose de calor.
Yeah, so I burned my hand and I threw the tonsils and I threw a fit. And then he tells me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Like, I didn't understand, like, whatever. And you know what? Like, as long as I don't get an ampolla, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Un poquito de sábila y
Yeah.
vámonos.
No, I grabbed my hand, I put a tomato, a salt, and everything. And I was just, like, right there in the back, like, just trying to, like, just, you know, go through that shit. And then he was really feeling bad. I'm like, it's cool. I'm like, just go back to work. Like, let me just take care of it. You know, like, it's cool.
Well, mira, el compa Chiquis is giving me some crazy looks. So I think he wants to get into some of the interesting questions.
All right, let's do
I know we got some interesting questions here. I don't even want to say who asked some of these questions.
All right, we could do the name.
¿Cuántas novias tienes ahorita? Dicen.
Tómala.
And there's a second follow-up question to that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to answer. Any question you don't want to answer, just, you could take a sip of that cafecito right there. Just to relax the soul.
Can you repeat the question again?
So the question is, ¿cuántas novias tienes? The follow-up question is, what's your body count, compa?
Tómala.
Con todo.
Let's go one by one. Let's go one by
Sí,
one.
raspar
Where's that
moles.
button for the sheesh? You can put that.
¿Cuántas novias?
¿Cuántas novias tienes?
Ninguna.
Ninguna.
Ninguna novia.
Ya valió madre. Si estás viendo esto en la casa,
Apúntese todas, por
el
favor.
compa,
If you're getting
si,
catfish
si
on
tenía-
Tinder, that's not me. You're single.
si tenía, ya valió madre. After watching this podcast. So you have from here till Friday.
Se llamaba.
Para disfrutar. And the next question is some interesting. I mean, you got some interesting
It's okay,
followers.
it's okay.
What's your body count this year?
My body count?
What's your body count?
I'll
Is it
say
in the
8.
second digits?
8.
Second, 2 digits? 1
8.
digit, 2
Yeah.
digits, or 3 digits?
Yo soy muy reservado. La
Okay.
neta, no es por nada, but I like to keep that shit very simple and reserved. Like, I don't mess just with anybody. Yes, you might see me at the club, at a bar, with a lot of people around me. That doesn't mean I'm having something with anybody that's around me. We just like to party, have fun, and that's it. Hasta ahí. That's it. But you also bien reservado when it comes to, like, more personal shit, you know?
Okay. So no lo que era.
No. Lo que era, like, party, get drunk and shit is cool. But one thing about me, I'll tell you.
Ya que te dicen, Eric, por
the
favor,
club-
llévame a tu casa, cabrón.
The club ends and I go home. My driver.
Solo?
my
Solo o
dri-
con alguien?
No. My driver, my security, that's it, we go home. They know.
Tranquilo.
That's the procedure. They already know.
Tranquilo.
That's what
Aunque
we
te
do.
tengan que arrastrar a la chingada.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. We go home after the club, after the bar, that's it. It's rare when you catch me at after party. It's really, really rare. It's and if it has
Only the day ones?
if anybody has a videos of me at an after party anywhere after like 3-4 a.m., post them up and tag us, and you'll see there won't be nothing because I don't do that shit. I don't. The club ends at 1:45. Mimis, that's it. Gotta work the next day. We
Chiquis, ¿aguanta o no aguanta el compa? Se aguanta.
Aguanta.
All right.
Camino largo.
Está de mantel en largo el compa. Okay, I mean, I have some here that say... You have some interesting questions, or some interesting comments. You got some... I don't even know if I should say that. No name said, get me drunk on that shit. It will trend. I don't know if you
what
remember.
shit?
I think they want to come to the podcast and get drunk here. I mean, puro cafecito aquí, so maybe,
No,
you know...
I mean,
pues-
off creamer. I mean,
Sorry, ma'am, but you asking the wrong podcast.
yeah.
A ver, we got a first one. Okay. Man, I don't even know how to say this. SCHATZ Shatzi _68. Saludos a ti. She asked, what Shatzi 68. She said, what's a personal accomplishment that you're proud of? Something that you're really proud of, bro.
I bought my mom her second house. Second house. I bought her first house a couple years ago, and then moved her out and bought her a second house. So I'm really proud of that because, I mean,
That's the goal, no?
the whole point of us Hispanics striving and trying to do great is to for our family. I mean, who else doesn't want to be like, oh yeah, I bought my mom her house. I bought my parents her house.
Yeah.
And then I bought my mom, my dad, their second house. So I'm really proud of that I was able to buy my mom her second house at 24 years old. Thank God and thank all the support.
That's awesome.
We're here right now. So
We do love our clients. If you're watching this,
No,
you know,
thank
just
you
want to say
guys.
thank you for all the support.
thank you guys.
General.
I appreciate you guys. Coffee.
Coffee cheers. Coffee cheers for
Coffee cheers.
all our awesome clients. Because you know what? Because at the end of the day, you know, I can add to that, right? Because we do exactly what we do. Like nobody gets paid here.
No,
We're doing this
honestly,
podcast. We're
for
not.
fun.
We're not even monetized. We're doing this
No, yeah,
podcast
for fun.
as a way to give back to you guys as a viewer, not just for your support, but for all your ongoing effort in just helping us build the business that we're building. So we're definitely like, I don't think people understand the kind of gratitude we have. Because when we're able to do stuff like that, right? When I bought my mom her first car, like shit, like cash, like that. Shit like that goes a long way. Like
Please
I was in
stay behind.
Hawaii right now. We took my mom. We took a lot of our best friends. We were out there. Dude, like things like that are priceless, and it's like that. We're only able to do that because of everybody.
But it's a
at
lot of
home.
stuff we don't show either.
Oh, a lot of stuff. We do a lot of charity. We do all types of
All
things.
stuff we don't show.
Yeah, and those things are like, our goal is to make the world a better place because we live here.
But you know what's the sad part? That all they see is us get drunk.
No, they see you. They see you. Don't throw me in there. Hey, I still to this day in my life, I can put it down right here. Comment if you've seen me drunk in my life because I haven't gotten drunk. But they see you drunk.
Okay, but I'm getting it.
Maybe
done.
my compa Fredo aquí atrásito, aquí está muy tranquilo el compa, ya está. El cafecito
Puras
le pegó.
amanecidas.
El cafecito le pegó al compa.
No, but
No, I get you. I get you.
people, all right. People
see
see
the
me.
fun side.
People see me. People see. All right, I'm gonna tell you something. People see me, and they see me. Oh, he's drunk. He's crazy. He's this. He's that. But honestly, I don't post a lot of shit I do. I don't because I don't want the bad criticism. People saying, "Oh, he's a show off. He's this. He's that."
We don't need to post it.
Exactly. We need to post
At
it.
the end of the day, we do it for us.
Like I told you. Look,
Yep. And we're doing it.
a couple years ago, look, just a quick backstory. A couple years ago, I'm gonna say 2-3 years ago, I bought my mom her dream truck. I posted that on Instagram. It went viral. She had a truck. I sold the truck. I bought her a brand new truck. She's driving that truck now. And then she tells me I want a new house. I'm like, all right, cool. We show her all these new houses. She don't like any of them. And then I get a house. I'm like, what about this one? She sees it. She's like, yeah, I want that one. I call my guy, hey, my mom wants a new house. Sell the old house. Do whatever you had to do. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But my mom wants a new house. So do whatever the fuck you have to do to give me that fucking house. I don't care. And we did it.
Sheesh.
So that
Shout out
fucking
to that
house,
real estate guy. That's the way to do it.
my boy, I'm not gonna say names. But my boy is good at the shit he does.
You need to plug us in with your.
I got you. Got a new house. My mom drives 2 cars. I drive 2 cars. My sister has 1 car. Because she hits all the fucking curbs. That's how we know. That's how we know.
All I'm gonna say is I've seen on social media some stuff about replacing sisters, about vendiéndola, about all types of stuff.
Rim
Tell us
repair.
about that relationship because I have an older sister. I know what you mean.
It's easier to fix the rims than to buy my sister a new car. Because my sister told me. My sister's 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And one day
So she just turned 21.
all right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back again.
Flashback, guys.
Flashback. My sister told me I want a car. She was 16, 17. I'm like, all right, that's cool. What do you want? So if your sister tells you 3 years younger than you, I want a car. What car you think of? Give me 2 cars. Give me 2 cars.
Like
Corolla.
a Toyota Corolla,
Okay.
maybe
Camry.
a Camry,
Okay.
or a Honda Civic.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
shit,
take
man,
that.
okay.
I'll take that.
Something like maybe a Beamer. or
Something light.
No,
you
wait.
know,
Okay, we'll go Beamer. Beamer's cool.
If I'm from the Four
No.
Vientos family,
Silent
then
TC.
maybe a Beamer. You know.
Okay, we weren't doing that good that day. We weren't that good though.
Okay, maybe. Okay, pues entonces hay por Max a Dodge Charger ya para que se emocione
Okay.
la hermana.
My sister comes up to me.
Bien
and tells me,
buchón.
my sister comes up and tells me, I want a Maserati or a G-Wagon.
A su madre.
Más buchón no se puede hacer.
Can I be your family member?
I'm like, how you gonna drive a better car than me? What the fuck?
su
You're
madre.
tripping.
G-Wagon, huh?
She wanted a G-Wagon and Maserati.
Something light.
40,000.
A Maserati. No, Maserati.
2004. 2004.
Este compa, por favor,
you
ya
have a
no le
Maserati
den
for
más.
40,000? I'll buy that
ya
shit
no
right
le den
now.
más café.
How much is it for the? You have Maserati 40,000?
Ya no le den más
2004.
café al compa.
Oh, no mames, tampoco.
2004.
No mames. Ni mi tío va a que comprar esa madre.
No, pinche chiquis maneja algo más chingón ya,
Yeah.
compa.
He has a 2020 Corolla. He never has a fucking 2014 Maserati.
Come on, Fredo. What kind of valet cars do you do, Fredo?
So then
Valet McDonald's?
I tell my sister, I'm like, you're crazy. Like,
Damn.
you're
And
crazy.
She didn't work for that either, huh?
No, she did work. She did work.
She was working.
But she was crazy.
¿Cómo se llama tu hermana?
Karen.
Karen? If you're watching this, damn, Karen, huh?
Little Karen.
That's the name, huh? That had to be the name,
Yeah.
huh?
Karen, after everything that's happened.
Karen, we still love you, but damn.
Yeah, you did the most.
Yeah,
She did the most. So then I was like, you're crazy. So I'm like, I'll buy you
Tuvo
like.
quinceañera, probably, for sure, Karen. Tuvo quinceañera.
Oh, no. Karen's quinceañera was crazy.
So tuvo quinceañera, todavía quiere carro.
Oh, you don't know. Her quinceañera was crazy.
Man, us guys don't get shit. If you're
Oh, yeah, I
Latino,
didn't- yeah.
bro, my dad had a car
I didn't get
dealership.
shit
You
either.
know how many
I didn't-
cars I got? He had a car dealership. You know how many cars I got?
How many?
Pura madre. I got like $500 for my 15th birthday, and my mom gave me another 500, and I had to work for the rest to buy my own first garbage ass car and flip it and make some more. Flip it and make some more. I see. My sister got like a $10,000, $15,000 quinceañera, $20,000. Quién sabe?
Damn, 20,000. That was fucking cheap.
Yeah, I know. We're not cuatro vientos. I'm sorry.
we were in Cuatro Vientos back then, though.
We're Farias. We're
Yeah.
Farias. Sorry.
Nah, but my sister's 15 was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Tell me what happened to that day.
So Karen's 15 hits. My sister's 15 hits.
She ain't wait.
Oh, she was going wild because she was daddy's princess.
Of course.
I wasn't there in that picture. I didn't exist.
You don't exist. You
I
still
don't exist. So it's all
No.
Karen. It's all my sister, you know. So then my dad's like, "What do you want?" And Karen's like, "I want conjunto primavera."
Oh, shit.
Straight out the bat.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Karen, you got it like that?
So then
Does Karen have a boyfriend?
I don't know. Does she? Does she? I hope not.
Pa todos ahí está, ¿no?
Yeah.
Pa la familia. Damn.
So she had her
Conjunto
15.
Primavera. She had conjunto primavera.
Yeah, Tony Melendez was her padrino for the
God
15.
damn. Hey, that shit was...
Because that's our boy.
Chickies, were you there? Damn, you missed out on a party, bro.
Hey, that party was crazy.
Quisiera... ¿Cómo va la canción?
Can we do a playback of Conjunto Primavera?
Damn, that's... Hey, my mom loves conjunto
Oh, no.
primavera.
Everybody, all the OGs, they know
Yeah.
Primavera.
Con eso es como salí yo.
Yeah.
Así con esa canción nací yo creo.
Yeah,
Así te hicieron, viejo.
so for the 15, there was a banda.
Love you,
there
Mom.
was Primavera, they played.
Oh, banda too.
Oh, we had a banda first.
Jesus.
We had a banda, and then Primavera played 2 hours. And then the highlight of that party was when...
Tell me you brought a grupo at least for here, you know. Ya Conjunto Primavera y aquí vamos a hacer el podcast sin música, ya con el compa Franco
Ahorita-
nomás cantando allá atrás. No.
Ahorita se arma.
Ahorita va a llegar.
nomás-
mínimo va a llegar Eslabón Armado,
Nomás da
Larry
luz-
Hernández, algo así, ¿eh?
Al dueño del podcast, nomás que es luz verde y se arma.
Cierro.
You know?
¿Quién es el dueño? Ya me dieron luz verde allí.
We good? We
Los
good?
fanáticos. Ahí está,
¿Con el
allá
grupo?
atrás, allá.
Yeah,
el
¿con el
jefe.
grupo?
Listo.
Ahí está, ya se armó.
And you see, guys, if you're watching at home, this is exactly why we do what we do.
No, obviously,
To build memories like that.
thanks to that, we had to work for that shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't happen like, oh, we woke up and we wanted to do all this shit. No, we had to work.
Oh, everybody wakes up and wants to do it.
No, yeah,
They just can't afford it. That's a different
but
story.
you got to work for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Because
you
obviously,
do.
you don't wake up and be like, oh, I have all this money and shit. You got to fucking work for that shit, you know? Like,
Yep.
it takes time. It takes time.
Yep. AEPG, she was asking if it's one. Is there one thing that you'd like to share with other future business owners in LA? What is it that you would share? What's one line that you would share with them? Other business owners to have some success just like you have.
Honestly, it's hard. It's hard, but it's capable. You could do it. You could do it. It just takes a lot of time, especially in LA. Like I told you guys, it's been 2 years since I'm trying to remodel the restaurant. Number 3, 2 years I've been paying rent for 2 years. 2 years insurance, rent, light, water. I've been paying that shit for 2 years, but I'm still like, you know what? Like once it picks up, once it gets remodeled, once it gets fixed, we'll get back on track and we'll pick up where we left off. So it takes time. So just be patient. Have a lot of patience, because I'm telling you, it doesn't happen one day to another. You gotta have time, dedication, and love for it, and just stick through it. And I promise you, it will work out. Cause I suffered a lot, and like I said before, I cried. I haven't slept, but you know, at the end of the day, I kept that same heart, and I kept pushing through, and it worked out for me. So if it could work out for me, it could work out for you too. So just keep pushing on that shit. Push your dreams.
Salute to that. So how do you find employees?
How do I find them?
Yep.
You know what? I give everybody the same opportunity. Everybody has the same opportunity. So they all come in and they work and they show their potential. If they like it, cool. If they don't, I mean, there's so much as an owner you could do. You can't force them to do more. If they're happy with their do, then just give them that. Give them that set what they like to do. And then you meet other people that like what did they do, and they keep growing, keep learning, and then obviously you push them up and you show them more stuff and like that.
Yeah.
But it just depends on when you go into like if you're looking for a job and you're going into somewhere, if you're just going into just to just do your job and do whatever you want to do, just go. I mean, just do your shit and just do your shit and get out. Yeah. But obviously, if you want to learn, you want to grow from it, then you show that to other people that you want to learn, you want to grow, and then you stand out from everybody else. Because obviously, a lot of people don't stand out. And then you see that somebody that does want to stand out, so then you show them, you teach them, and then obviously we just go from there. But it all depends what you want to do in the job. You know, if you want to grow, if you, like I said, if you like selling for less, it's okay. That's where you're at. That's your goal. That's where you're happy with, comfortable with. That's what's maintaining you. Then just keep it like that. You don't have to work your ass off and break your back for more.
Yeah. But
if somebody likes to strive for more, do great, keep growing. And that's what people like some of my people have told me like, oh, I did everything I have to do for your business. I want to grow more. And then in their position, they can grow more. So like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I mean, you know what? I'm happy for you. I recommend you another job. You get me? If your employer calls me like, hey, this guy, he left your job because he wants to do more or whatever. And then, yeah, he's good. You know, this is his pros. These are his cons. So just handle from there and do what you have to do. Like, I'm not a hater. Like I said, el sol se da para todos. Everybody has the same 24 hours. Everybody could do your shit. So I don't mind recommending people to do better. I love that shit. I'm happy for you. I want people to do better. I want people to have their own business, people to grow more. Yeah. So I support you 100%. Like I told the guy, like I told my guys at work, si a mí me va bien, a ustedes les va mejor. If I close the restaurant, what happens to you guys?
That's the same right there.
If I close the restaurant, what happens to you guys? Yeah. You do your job and valemos verga todos. You know, like, it is what it is. But if I do good, then obviously you guys are fucking doing good too. You know?
Very true.
So it comes down to that.
Well, my boy, I appreciate you answering all the questions. And, of course, with the interest of time, I know we could talk for hours.
Oh, we're gonna do part two.
Next time we're gonna do a part two. If you guys want a part two, make sure you comment below.
Let us know.
You want a part two? We'll definitely love to have you guys. And excuse us for the camera stuff. You know, unfortunately we had some battery issues, but we're back on now. So just thank you guys for staying on with us if you're for this long. But thank you, Eric. Again, I just wanted to say thank you for coming out and making time for this. I know you have a busy schedule, so we really appreciate. I know usually we bring on clients here on this podcast, but I know you're not even a client, but we just met and you were nice enough to accept the invitation. So I really appreciate the invite. I really appreciate accepting the invite of you coming out here. And hopefully for everybody watching at home, hopefully you guys got some value. This is somebody who's not just talking about it, but actually doing about it. And check out
living about it.
Yeah, living about it. What's your social media?
If you don't believe shit we said, follow me on Instagram, El de Cuatro Vientos, or my business, Mariscos4VIENTOS. Check it out.
We'll make sure we put them below. Mark, make sure you timestamp this.
Everything we talked about, you guys can see on social media. It's all 100% true. Yeah. Like, we don't got a lot about shit. We don't fun. We do this shit just because that's what we do. Yeah. That's what we live up to. That's what we like doing. Some people might like what we do, which is okay. I mean, you can't please everybody. But that's what we do, and that's what we're about. So if you like it and you want to see more of this shit, drop a comment, drop a like, share this shit, and then we'll do it again. And we'll do some crazy stuff next time, though. We'll bring a whole grupo.
Part 2 uncensored.
We'll do some. we'll do some no filter. Like, we'll answer all the questions because a lot of questions
there's a lot of questions we couldn't even ask.
We can't answer because you guys are like crazy. But if you guys want that, we could do that too.
We'll do part 2 uncensored version.
Uncensored version. We'll answer everything you guys want to answer.
But just want to say thank you to everybody that's still with us here today. And, this is FFC Studio episode 8 with Mariscos4VIENTOS. Hopefully you guys learned a lot from this. And again, thank you for coming out today.
No, thank you.
And,
Thank you for having us. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to my boys, everybody out there watching this video. They guys are gonna watch this video. My good boy right here. Thank you for having us, and we're really happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, look forward to having more of you guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to have a banger for you guys. We have a pretty badass, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but we have a pretty badass guest coming next as well. And so, again, Mariscos4VIENTOS was a sponsor, so check them out. They actually, check
Cheers,
out
you
their
guys.
food.
Cheers,
They're
cheers,
bangers. And look forward to the next episode. So thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next ones, and we'll catch you guys soon. Episode 8, we out. All right.